We're live.
Oh man, 9 seconds. 10 seconds. Kicking over.
But what about the bot?
I don't trust the bot, man. I gotta fix that. I gotta update the bot. Make the bot do new things.
Like beyond time?
No. Then I'm talking about like Nightbot with like Bang Suggest and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I gotta put one in for like password because that's like a common question we get.
Yep.
When we're doing the Trackmania. Empty showed up on Friday, man. Empty took a break from playing Elite Dangerous and joined us. It was awesome.
To play just regular Dangerous.
it was good. Everybody was in like, hey, Empty, and it was great. Then Empty started winning. I'm like, I don't know about
like,
this Empty guy. He's like on a fair.
Well, bye, doggy. All right, we're done.
Oh,
doggy time is over.
What's going on, everyone? We're getting ready for another Linux Themecast Weekly. We do those on Saturdays. It's kind of a tradition, if you will. And of course, you know what we're talking about this week. The one thing that's been on the tongue of every person out there. There was an update to
the Steam
Shell Shock update.
Oh yeah.
It's not out yet. There will be.
The non-update.
Eventually.
No, we're going to be talking about the NVIDIA open source thing and some hot takes on that. Maybe some mild takes. I don't know. I don't know.
Some mayo takes.
Got some beta drivers and Duke Nukem Forever. We're going to cover that a little bit. And theme launching. Don't launch your themes, kids. And Valve's in court. Or will continue being in court for a little while. Yeah. That's one way to put it, right?
I mean, it's probably easier to list the times when Valve isn't in court.
Do you think? That probably doesn't even register to Valve. I wonder if like the lawyer legal team for Valve has the same flat structure. They just got to do what they want. They're like, yeah, let's go fuck with you.
Yeah.
Just, don't let them just say things and we'll abide by them. Actually try to fight it, but don't try too hard.
Why is that penguin sucking on a butt, Jill?
And why is the butt so red?
Oh no.
Butt suckers.
What has happened?
It's the new game from LGC Studios.
Well, you got to think, Gary's mod started out and spawned Rust, right?
Right, yeah.
Oh. So how's everybody doing, man? It is Saturday. I had that one last Saturday. I was like, this is probably going to be the last comfortable day in the studio on a Saturday night. I was 100% right.
It just decided to get fucking hot overnight, didn't it?
Summertime, isn't it?
Yeah, it was cold. It was like we got a week of spring, and it's like, surprise, motherfucker, right. 27 degrees.
This is what you get on this line that Jordan and I. You get 7 days of like spring or fall that are just like, oh man, it's pleasant outside.
Yeah, it's like 12 degrees. Oh, let's go out without a jacket. Now I gotta wear sunscreen. I came back from walking the dog
Indoors.
And my face felt a little crispy, and I'm like, I gotta start wearing sunscreen now, don't I? Shit.
Yeah, no, it got up to 21 Celsius here today, and everyone thought, oh, yeah, it's warm. And it was sunny out, and there were a bunch of people walking around without shirts on. It's like, it's 21.
Well, so Pedro, the polar opposite is in California in March when it's like 19 degrees out, and they're like, we gotta turn on the gas heaters outside. It's too cold.
And gotta go with the...
Yeah, you don't want to bring a jacket, Jordan? You're not going to be cold?
Pedro, man, you live in Cambridge. If it's above 7, somebody will be out grilling.
As long as it doesn't even need to be like temperate. As long as it's sunny out, people are outside doing stuff all the time.
35 in Austin. Yeah, no.
Oh, no, fuck that shit.
But it's a dry heat, Jordan.
Fuck that shit. So you dehydrate faster is what I'm hearing?
But you don't feel the pastiness of moist heat as much.
No, you just walk into a building looking like a California raisin, and you're like, I could use a glass of water.
It does get warm enough to where I'm just like, you
Basil,
can survive
are
the
you
trip
in the
to
Saharan desert?
25. Dude, it is 24 degrees right now outside. Yeah.
What is it? Yeah, 21 degrees.
All right.
I got a notification from my
17.
air conditioner that I needed to change the filter. Like, oh, well, that's nice,
That's pretty dope.
right?
13. It's down to 13 Celsius.
Until you get like the text messages like, hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Yeah, you want to change the filter?
You want to play Sonic?
Yeah. You want to play some Golden Axe?
No.
Man, we gotta get Golden Axe working for that with that Sega emulator.
That'd be dope. You know, that's just like a weekend project. We need to sit down and figure out how to get the one of the
Multiplayer.
Genesis simulators. Yeah, with the online.
Yeah.
Is there something like that for MAME?
I know the I guess the Steam one is just remote play, but I don't know. Is Golden Axe gonna be that big a problem for remote play? It's a good question. Definitely for Pedro.
Somebody try out our Steam
Yes,
bot.
going across the ocean, yes.
I don't remember any of the commands for the new Steam bot. It's //
/
something. Like
Steam game FTL.
that wasn't it.
No, it wasn't. Clearly.
Well, we tried.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so it considers / help. Alright, new to Steambot, start here, yes.
Oh, there you are. All right. Well, if you didn't catch the pre super shows, then we were F12ing our Jitsi server and hacking.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
There it is.
All right.
Yep,
Flash
yep,
game.
yep.
All right.
I don't know what else it does.
All right.
Use / commands.
Hey, free game.
Yeah.
Oh man, I loaded that up. I didn't have any nostalgia left for that, but I was curious
Yeah.
because we were playing the Sonic All Stars Racers, right? And it went to
Right.
like, that level. I was like, this level's just LSD, man. All right. And I went through that and I loaded that up. Like nostalgia was just coming at that fresh. I'm like, no.
I might as well grab it because it's free.
Yeah, I had it. It wasn't some Sonic bundle, not Sonic. Yeah, probably Sega or Sonic bundle from Humble.
Into Dreams. Oh, it's not free anymore. Nope. Oh well.
Lies.
I tried running that on in Proton, I don't know, like 6 months ago or so. It did not even start.
What?
Nights into Dreams.
It starts now.
Man, I tried Fall Guys again, and the game's still
I
shit.
played a couple of games of it last night.
Okay.
It is really good at fucking with you in this simple way of like, okay, I'm sit down, like put that on, get the controller connected, waiting. All right, ready to start. Camera zooms in, getting it, boom, desktop.
Yep.
Okay, so they finally fixed it. All right, I'll try it then.
Give it a shot and spin around in it.
On the body.
Annabelle 11. Thank you very much. Yeah, no, Nights into Dreams. It's literally you do loops around enemies to make them disappear,
I do that anyway, man. Listen, if I
and
was
then you run out of time, and then you have to try and do loops by pulling an enemy towards you, then jumping over it.
the flying spaghetti monster gave me a gift, Pedro, and that's to do loops around my enemies. Never really hurts them physically, but those mental scars, man. My enemies are talking to the therapist.
There was the like the final boss of the game, because you had 4 stages and each stage had its own boss type of situation. And then once you beat the 4th stage boss, you'd get a bonus stage with the boss. That one was, I remember the first time that I was like, oh, there's another one? I don't know what to do, and I just died a bunch.
And that's, usually when you wouldn't play the other game back in the day. You're like,
Yes.
what?
It's like, well, I'm going to play more Tomb Raider or more Sega Rally because those were the 3 games that I had for the Saturn at first.
This makes sense.
That's
This
it.
is fair. I think maybe just the fiber switch was being weird when I cut everything on. Your module, Pedro, did not want to connect at 10 gigs. So I did what every IT professional does. I restarted your box. So if
Did it work?
Poof. Yeah. Modules synced up. And I'm a little cross because I got not the expensive ones, but the name brand ones, the ones I didn't get off eBay for like 30 pence.
Turning it off and on again, it works.
Amen. I'm down with that. Right. Also, I wouldn't necessarily call it a clever trick, but so if you ever played around with OBS, you have 6 channels of audio to play with. You can record 6 channels of audio.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what it says. If you don't believe me, open it up, take a look. Audio mixer,
It has
right
tick
click.
boxes, yes.
Yeah, you got 6 if you go to the advanced settings.
Yeah.
I needed more because we're recording the individual tracks coming off Jackbox, coming over the network. So that's me, Jordan, Pedro, guest, right? We got that. So then we got game audio. Then we got music.
That's 6.
That's 6. Now, the problem being is I needed another channel for Aphex with a compeller. And I thought about something. I learned something. Getting to a point. So OBS, if you don't know, the entire mixer, all that code's in there. It's spaghetti codes and broken promises. It doesn't know what a mono track is. You give it a mono track with 1 input, it's going to record two mono. If you make sure you hit mono, or it's going to try to do some joint stereo nonsense. Wow, man. Was it good?
On camera, Jordan.
Blowing my nose.
Oh, that was blowing your nose. Never mind.
Yeah, blowing your nose, yes.
Yes. What?
Not blow the nose, yes.
No, my life hack for that is just doing a stereo channel for each one, since it's going to do a stereo channel for everyone, and just put one person in each one. So I condensed it. So one stereo channel is me and Jordan, the other stereo channel is Pedro and the guest. And then all of a sudden, hey, I freed up 3 slots. Oh, there's our little kitty. That was animated too. But Discord didn't have animated GIFs. GIFs. Get GIFs.
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 Gifs. We just compromise and pick something that everyone hates.
There is an updated 2022 Frank headshot there, though.
Is there now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Upgraded Frank.
Frank Mark II. All right.
Hey, Christmas Frank.
Oh, Christmas Frank. Oh, Christmas Frank. How terrible your rib cage.
Pungs?
Pungs. Yeah.
Pings.
Pungs.
Send me the ping.
Dude, I mean, would it read it? Somebody rename that and feed it to Gem. See if it can deal with it. Listen, that's just somebody being efficient. I don't want to see anybody hating on that.
Yeah. I don't know. As time has gone on and working in tech, I find myself just reading like these initialisms and acronyms as just words. So like,
yeah.
HTTPS to me is just HTTPS.
HTTPS.
HTTPS. You got HTTP and HTTPS.
Oh no, you rub Basil, you rub the duck feet on your
stuff.
gums, man. Come on.
Yeah.
What are you doing, drugs?
Doing drugs
Quack.
the right way by Venstone.
Get your ducks in order, son. How do you do?
Don't worry about the rows.
Well, the ducks take care of the row, right? That's what the thing is for.
Row your duck, yeah. All right. Let's see. We got about 3 minutes. And we'll get this started. This will be a good experimental evening. Yeah, there's your fair warning of something. Oh man, I finally got Android 19 up and running on that tablet.
Okay.
That turned into a, well, this is going to be an all-day project. Why? Because I didn't want to start from scratch. I wanted to upgrade from Android 18 to, well, Lineage 18 to Lineage 19. Later that afternoon, I felt myself extracting firmware from the image.
Oh yeah, when you're just like doing direct file system modifications on your Android device, you know you fucked up.
Well,
It's like I have ADB shell and I'm actively changing things on the file system on the device now. Where did my life go wrong?
when you're flashing, when you get Heimdall open, listen. You mean business. You're gonna win. You're gonna win one way or the other.
Thankfully, Heimdall exists, right? Like I remember when we had to use the hacked up version of Odin.
Oh man,
which is what Heimdall is the open source version of.
And if you're familiar with Samsung devices, you have to put them in a download mode.
Yes,
before you can do that. And
it's DFU mode, like for Apple.
Couldn't do that with the button presses with Lineage installed. It didn't work. It just boot looped. So I had to get into my boot manager, fire up ADB, get into ADB shell, and found.
Yeah, and about that time you realized you fucked up.
I got into it though, but I get you could issue the command to reboot fastboot or whatever it was.
Yeah. OEM fastboot, whatever, reboot or whatever.
Yeah. It was a Google search. Google knows that. I know how to find it again.
Yeah.
ADB fastboot. There. It goes.
Yeah, I mean, you usually I have the instruction page up of like the specific stuff I need to do, and that has the commands that I need to run. I don't bother committing them to memory because
I have a Google Doc.
Yeah,
I started Google Doc as soon as I was like 5 in. I'm like, start writing this shit down, Grandpa.
Yep.
But yeah, well, you're kind of stuck, Don. If you want a decent mid-range tablet that like straight up doesn't like rob you at night. Made from a company
yes.
you've heard of?
It's not made by Huawei or Xiaomi.
You're just kind of stuck with that, man. You know what? A year in with the S6 Lite, big fan for the price, like $300.
I got one for you guys. Any tricks on how to like make your Type-C connector stick in? My hole is getting a little promiscuous on my phone. It's not things aren't keeping in when you stick them in.
What is the safety requirements for this?
I want to be able to use the phone afterwards.
Do you have any fear of cracking the phone open?
The screen is probably glued in place.
Yeah, a little, to be honest.
The traditional method for that is USB-C. If you can get some, this may not work, but this works with, I've used this before. You want to pinch the middle of the USB-C plug itself, not on your phone.
Right.
But on the connector, you want to squish it in the middle so it's squished more, so it grips tighter.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That'll get you through.
Use epoxy, like a little bit of epoxy on one of the flat sides to increase the volume.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You might have to file it down if you use too much, but yeah.
I figured it was something to the tune of that. Yeah, because it's either cracking it open and like pinching the actual thing down, or
All right.
The music just kicked in again.
Yeah, everything should be back in one piece.
Okay. Oh my god.
I don't know. That's a new one. Huh. You know what? This has inspired me to log into the fiber switch and see how hard it is.
Maybe it's a tempered thing.
Easiest fix, right? Just pee on it.
Yeah. Challenge pissing.
Right?
Apparently we got echo on the stream, according to Mike G.
Oh, come on, the BBC test screen F. That's meme status.
The gif of the cat riding the unicorn is actually pretty well synced up to the music playing right now, so I'm grooving on that.
Hang on. Say a couple of things.
Me or Pedro?
Say a couple.
Questions, possibilities. I don't know.
Are we hearing echoes, or does somebody have...
I'm not hearing any echo.
I don't hear any echo.
The stream was reporting it, or at least Mike G was. I don't know.
No echo
on Discord.
Do you have like two of us? Okay. See, always check that. There's your... After a decade of doing this, this is your streamer pro tip. Always check, because I've done it. We've done it. We've all done it. Had two of the same things open at one time. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
because like, I have the stream open and I'm speaking. It's like, oh, there's double me. Sorry.
Oh yeah, especially if you're monitoring yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That was weird.
Yep.
Maybe it's got it out of its system though.
Listen, we've made it like 8 episodes past 500 without like a big caca. This is we finally rolled the one.
You know what? It's challenge pissing. It's fate. Fate's like, you know what? Let me see what I can roll up. So that's going to be driving me crazy all day tomorrow, because of course there's not going to be any log of that whatsoever.
No.
Cool, everyone. Let's get underway. It's our new inspirational music. Hard rock fireman.
Fireman
15041.mp3. Right?
Well, they really sold out after Fireman 15043 or
42. You know what? People say that, but you really got to go back to the 1400 series to I just feel like they were coming back together as how they started out, going back to their roots.
They didn't really have that good an identity of their sound though.
Yeah.
It was really at 1500 you really started to get the Fireman, stuff. You could recognize a Fireman song just by listening to it.
And the first time you start seeing the Fireman t-shirts and all that, and you're like, I understand, man. You got to be the fireman. So just don't hate on them because they got popular.
Yeah.
Hard rock fireman.
I've been following this Twitter bot. It's like AI generated metal albums.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
I saw you posted.
Yeah. It's a decade of exploding. Some of them are pretty good.
That's dope. All right, let's try this. Pause.
It's a 3-string guitar, apparently.
Yep.
I mean, if you're Max Cavalera from Soulfly or Sepultura, you only really need 4 strings. Don't use those bottom ones.
People, let's put it in your face. Linux Gamecast, episode 508. Yeah. Coming to you live. Welcome back to Linux Gamecast Weekly. The show covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with. I'm Old Man Vin, that is Jordan Swang, and the Blue Flash himself, Pedro Mateus, together with you, live, watching us on Twitch, helping us form Cocaine Voltron, not affiliated with drugs. We're sick and tired of that horrible accusation. It's spread.
Walking assistance Voltron here.
I am not doing cocaine off screen for the last time.
Filthy rumor spread by naysayers and just haters on this show. It has nothing to do with drugs. I mean, it is
just blowing our noses.
Mobile positive Voltron. There's nothing wrong with that. It's
Giant
cocaine.
boogers.
Right. So we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. Stick around. We got the NVIDIA thing, Duke Nukem Forever. That's a thing. And a couple updates on, well, a game Jordan played a lot. And I'm kind of curious. I got some words to share with everyone on that. But what's new? What's going on? It's been a week since we've convened. Now, Jordan, me and you got to hang out. We're doing Swang's Edgemakwaken.
Svegification?
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's really not a clean way to go about that, is there?
No.
Jordan's never played through
Fake.
all of the original Quake.
No, my first Quake was 3 Arena, so that had no story. That was just all PvP. So
Right. And so we've been going through the Quake Bethmastered edition, and Coop, granted, we take 7 to 8 months off between to the
as is tradition with like our LGC playthroughs. Like, how long did it take us to get through Trine 4? Like 2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we didn't really want to play it.
Yeah, fair. Quake, even Bethmastered Quake is a much better game than Trine 4.
Yeah, so. This is true. Had some fun doing that. But what have I been up to? If you're curious, if you happen to have a Galaxy S6 Lite, Wi-Fi, or LTE version, Lineage 19 is out for it, official. It does install. You will jump through hoops if you want to maintain your current install, up to and including extracting firmware from the image, but it can be done. Make sure you update your firmware to Android 12. Outside of that, still playing around with the compiler, learning some new things, making it do things, audio things. Oh, and I finished the NetJack video.
Yeah! The prophecy is fulfilled.
Hopefully. I'm 99% sure what is currently posted in our announcement section in our Discord. I haven't had a chance to post it on Patreon yet, but that'll be up for everyone if you're not in our Discord tomorrow. And yeah, it's taking a 45-minute talk and trying to get it all together. And I think I did an okay job where I got most of the higher level questions like, hey, just the conceptual, what does this thing do? How do you do it? What are all these moon glyphs? Because once you see the moon glyph that's typed out for Threadbooper to connect, you would see that without an explanation. And Jordan knows when you go looking for that explanation of what do those flags do? What are they, Jordan?
Dash I and dash O and capital I dash O?
Well, the answer to that is incorrect on the documentation.
Oh, right. That too. Well, considering it tells you to use the wrong version of NetJack to do the NetJack stuff. Yeah, it's not very, very well documented.
Oh, man. Have you documented anything this week?
I did. I wrote a bunch of infrastructure code about blind password rotation, and I taught a bunch of people about the theory behind it. But yeah, no, I've been just keeping on lifting weights. I got a big D&D game next week that we're going to do in person, so I'm excited for that.
How many people?
Depends on who actually shows up. Maybe 7 or 8.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have a fancy character?
I got to be the dungeon master, so they will have fancy characters who will get, I don't know, slaughtered by lizard men.
I will kill them out of spite because that's what I do.
I'm not going to kill them out of spite. I'm going to kill them because the system is rigged against their favor. That's why.
And that's what I would say if I was being recorded. How about you, Pedro?
First of all, I made the mistake of listening to the full 12-hour video that Patrician TV made about The Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I'd already listened to the one that he'd done about Morrowind, so it's the next one is Oblivion. All right. Oh, crap. The Morrowind one was 7 hours long. This one is 12 hours long. So, all right, cool. Let's listen to that.
Sounds like some good background. Did you see the video? I didn't know enough about it. The Evercrack.
Oh yeah, the dragon waking thing. I read through that entire article. It read like some fucking Dungeons and Dragons shit, but then you realize it is just people at their keyboard. If you wake the dragon, it removes this boss and all of the other enemies whose sole purpose is to give you the items to unlock the boss. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
To which I retort,
And people weren't happy, the people that are still playing EverCrack.
Okay, yeah. Like, EverQuest released when I was a teenager. I mean,
They mentioned that the last expansion, which was like the 18th one, was released like a year or two ago or some shit. Like,
well, I mean, in the age of WoW,
yeah,
like EverCorrect was OG WoW, but like that was the one. I was with a friend out and about. He bought the copy, and I think it was like legitimately £60. And I'm like, "What's this about? Give me bucks," because we had big boxes back then. I'm like reading the back, like you have to pay a subscription for that. Even back then, that did not settle with me. I'm like, shouldn't this be free?
You already paid for the game. Why are you paying them more money every month?
I had to explain to my girlfriend what EverQuest was, and I'm like, EverQuest wasn't the first MMO, but I think it was the first MMO to actively ruin people's lives.
That was documented on the internet.
That kind of adoption.
Yeah. Maybe some Ultima Online, but I think EverCrack was like the OG. Like people kind of lost their jobs because they just wanted to play
Ultima.
EverQuest.
I'd make the argument that Ultima was the first MMO, or unless you want to count MUDs, like the original Neverwinter Nights, the AOL one.
I think Neverwinter and the Dark Sun one like technically predate EverQuest as MMOs. But anyways. This isn't Linux MMO cast.
I don't know. Pedro brought up that he was watching a video, and I took that as an opportunity to derail the conversation.
Absolutely. LGC care.
Yeah.
LGC, just fuck your conversational train of thought.
Kim, no, do not fuck the conversational train of horse.
Dude, I mean, you can try to fuck the conversational train of horse, and I'll tell you very certainly there is no light at the end of that tunnel. It's the Steam
Linux update.
Well, Valve's back in court, you guys.
Yay! I mean, boo.
They never left.
Yeah.
You merely adopted the legal judicial system.
They try to escape, but once they get out, they keep getting pulled back in. Yeah. So part of the antitrust lawsuit that Wolfire and others have filed against Valve, the judge has walked back their position about some of the claims that he said, they're not actually doing antitrust behavior. Judge Kogenhauer changed his mind. He was saying that 30% was okay for competing against brick and mortar stores, but now that brick and mortar stores don't really make a business selling video games anymore, that it shouldn't be as high. There's also some other talk about letting the favored nation allegations go through as well. Other companies have been.
Those are the only ones that are going through.
Yeah, because like what Amazon is doing it, Walmart is doing it, several other companies are doing this, and so a number of lawyers are taking them to task on that, which I say is a good idea. You shouldn't be able to influence pricing outside of your store. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
That is a scummy move, and it is Valve very much flexing their position. But when you look at what Valve has been doing and how they don't really advertise anything, they don't have to because Steam is in that position. But they don't really advertise. They don't really have the kind of aggressive, almost draconian monetization like Epic and EA and Ubisoft on top of
you want some quartz, Pedro?
Yeah. It is okay, yes, they are the most popular, but they are still the most popular because it is still the best option. And we've brought up in the past of all the things that Valve is actually giving developers for that 30%. So maybe, Valve give developers the option to forego the 30% if they're willing to give up the forums, the entire community hub, and everything else that it provides. You don't get access to the Steamworks VPN. The game is forever in Proton Limbo. It's never going to get verified or anything for the Steam Deck. There's no trading cards, no wishlist metrics. You don't get anything except for the store page and the repo space to host your game.
So I would say in theory that's good, except the only people who would actually be doing that are EA and Ubisoft because they don't need any of that shit because they have their own service, and that stuff is.
And everyone would give them shit for it the moment they released one game that didn't do it.
Right, and people will still buy the game because that's what happens when you're titans of industry, right?
How about this? Yeah. How about we simplify this? We don't make it so complex. Here's what we do. We're pretend we're Valve, and here's the thing. You want like a lower cut? Yeah, we'll do 12%, but you can't generate Steam keys.
Yeah, don't get keys to sell on third-party websites there.
Yep. Because the reason I bring that up, selling your game at a lower price, that's been brought up. I was reading through the legal bits, and that only applies because, they're like, hey, the Steam says we can't sell our game at a lower price outside of the Steam store. That's not the full story. What they meant to say is outside of the Steam store from keys that we automatically generate that we don't pay anything for. So you can't have one price on your Steam store and you can spool up, like somebody wants, I'll buy 1,000 keys from you for X or whatever.
Yeah, that opens the door to fraud if they didn't do it.
I mean, the door is already open, Pedro. Yes. We've been talking about it for a number of years. The door has been straight up stolen at this point. There's just a hole in the wall.
They took the whole door.
This is, I would like an alternative to Steam on Linux. That'd be neat.
Yes.
It
would be very nice to have, actual competition to Steam, not, Tim Sweeney rocking up and actively trying to buy developers so that they have exclusives for an entire year and straight up hating on Linux.
I seriously don't think he gives a fuck about Linux.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
He likes the attention that trolling Linux users gives him.
He's the atypical, I can say something spicy. Watch the Twitter ants. Dance monkeys. But, hey, at the end of the day, Steam, I got a mixed feeling on this simply because Steam sucked for a long time. Steam didn't get to where it's at by just poof, everything. You're looking at, how long, 18 years now?
You can look at the design.
2003, so 19.
19 years now.
To your point, that whole Steam icon thing from a couple weeks ago, right? Where, there's no consistent UI design because they keep improving stuff and, they're not going back and fixing old stuff.
They're finally getting to a point where they're at. So, I guess where I'm coming from, I kind of feel like Valve's earned where they're at now. So...
Yeah, it's not like they swung their weight around out of nowhere. This was sort of a natural consequence of them being really the only people occupying the space seriously for over a decade. And it's a lot harder for other companies to catch up. It's the network bias, right?
But that's the thing. Everything's already been done. They have the exact model as how to do it right, and they keep Epic Games storing it whenever they release something. So it doesn't even have a freaking shopping cart.
Tim is spending all of Epic's money actually paying for copies of games for people so that other people don't have to buy things on the Epic Games Store because that's a miserable experience. They're spending that money instead of the development funds to actually improve that.
You know what? I would modify that with probably Unreal Engine 5 money at this point.
Probably.
It's still Fortnite money. It's still the cash cow. It's still Fortnite.
But, there's that. And I think when I step away from the situation and look at Valve, when I think about soulless corporations, you can't do better than Valve that I know of. They haven't done anything really dicky that, the Australia thing.
Australia thing, banning... the developer of Euro Truck Simulator, Tomas, banned him because he reported a bug. They didn't fix it. He's like, okay, here's how you exploit this bug. Then they banned him. It's like, really, Valve? Really?
And to Valve's, to Ven's point, they're all soulless corporations, right? They're not. You can't think of them as good people or even people in general. They're just entities. They're trying to make as much money as possible.
Pedro, we have a Steam Deck, and there's something new on it that everyone's excited about, and it's something that we're like, why? Welcome to week 2 of why isn't this built into the Steam client?
Why wasn't it right there from the start? But the big update that came out for the Steam Deck, which everyone's been talking about, is per application performance profiles. You want a game to be 60 FPS with FSR, with half of the shader compilation speed to save battery, and just whatever settings you can think to set on the Steam overlay, you can set it and then set a completely different one for a different game. And it switches between the two. It also improves a bunch of online, offline, going between online mode and offline mode, which it's a portable device. You kind of need it. And
no. I always have my Steam Deck hardwired. Like,
yeah, if you want that wired Gabe-Link cable, right?
Yeah, listen, I got a power over Ethernet.
Of course, like all the big updates that come out, they finally also managed to, screw up a couple of things. Specifically, one of the ones that's still there even after they released the hotfix like the day after. It fixed the, if you were trying to apply a per app profile thing on a non-Steam game like emulator games, those weren't working. The TDP slider was not showing the correct value and a few other things. But I noticed that if you grabbed a community profile and you try to, say, alternate the Y sensitivity or the Y orientation of the right analog stick, so you move the analog stick down to look up, type of situation. That's how my brain works. I'm one of those people. But that isn't working. The moment you hit the button to go into the options to do that, you can't do it. So you better hope that the game actually lets you change that, because otherwise you're not.
Jordan, we're deckless, but do you get any thoughts on this?
I mean, yeah, the per app performance profile thing is, I think, like Pedro said, the big one. Because especially if you're going to, like, my plan when I get the damn thing is going to be using it as a portable emulation station. So being able to set all the performance profiles for those non-Steam apps, like the emulators, that's going to be killer. That's going to let me stay on the toilet for hours at a time.
Oh, man. Seems fair. What else do we... Oh, client update.
Yeah, brand new client update. It's pretty boring. There's only... it's mostly just the beta roundup. They fixed the thing with the short spaces and the non-Steam apps for Linux shortcuts. But one note that did slip through that was kind of interesting. There was some corruption fixes on Vulkan for Intel Xe GPUs. So we're starting to get some Xe fixes floating in. Yeah, thought that's interesting. I don't know.
No, I mean, that's legit fixed corruption. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess somebody was in South Korea and snagged that laptop. Like, hey.
Oh, I'm sure they sent Valve like, hey, here's like 6 of these fucking cards. Make sure all your shit works on it, right?
Those
like,
are just Xe GPUs. They're not specifying the ARC ones, so it might be like the
laptop
12th
ones?
gen, laptop ones.
Maybe. but I think they're still using the same drivers, no?
Yeah.
So,
it is the i965.
I don't know.
i915 something. Yeah,
something like that. But yeah, no, the one that stuck out to me is fixed adding non-Steam shortcuts with spaces in the path. When did the Steam beta come out for Linux? 2012? Yeah, it's only been 9 years.
Spaces in a path, you Windows monster.
You gotta use underscores.
That's the thing. Even like native Linux games, a lot of them, if you go to the Steam apps folder, a bunch of them have spaces in the path. So clearly that was working for the internal Steam stuff. Why was it not working for the non-Steam shortcuts? It seems like a weird disparity.
Because you know what, Pedro, those shortcuts were holding out. They were purist.
Well, I mean, at least maybe they were on Android. I don't know.
I don't know. I downloaded it, and I mean, I always ride the lightning on the updates, but I haven't noticed it. The only thing, I probably like Jordan. I'm sitting like, does this one come with a fix for Fall Guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got where I'm at. Not terribly exciting. Unlike an update that...
It's been promised for a while.
This is like to the point of that. This update is to tell you that there's not really an update. But
not yet. Well, to be fair, the update here is, yes, there's an Android version now. You can download it on your phone or your tablet. If you have an Android tablet, if you're like Ven, basically, you're one of the 3 people left in the world that uses Android tablets. You can get Tanks Shell Shock Live. You can download it. You can play it on your Android or iOS device. But there's also the V1.1 dev that they've been promising since January now, that everyone's been kind of waiting for. And if you go in game and you look at the game chat, outside of all the bang free gift people that are just spamming that because they want the free stuff that you get every day, outside of that, there's people talking about the new update. So it's coming.
Which is not out yet. This update was, hey, about the new update. It's not out yet. By the way, buy our Android.
Yeah, they committed that cardinal sin of they have the mobile version and the desktop version on 2 different development tracks, and so now they got to support 2 different code bases, doubling their work. Yeah, not great.
But they're going to work on the crossplay. Here's something I was very happy to see, though.
Yeah,
is that I went to the app. First off, good fucking luck finding this game. Shellshock, type that into Android in your Play Store. I dare you. I double dare you. I had to go to their website to find the direct link to that. Then I could get to it. I was happy to see that it's $4.99, but it could have been $1.99. It could have been 99 cents. At least it had a price on it, and it wasn't free to play, pay to win type crossplay bullshit, infecting Scott's precious tank rods from God's ecosystem.
I got a question for you, though. Do you think the 1.1 update will finally remove the Unity scream of nope?
No.
You know what? Here's like a weird take on that. Mine, anyway, as somebody who streams.
Yeah, it's actually kind of nice, isn't
it's kind of handy. 1080p window done. Yeah.
Yep.
You set the settings before the game even starts.
Yeah. It's like maybe there was something. Unity, hey, listen. Let's not be too hasty. Right.
I'm sorry, baby. I was wrong.
What happened to Unity's stock this week, man?
I don't know, but it tanked.
Same thing that happened to everyone's stock. People realized that, hey, these valuations are just made up numbers. Oh, maybe they're not as high as we made them up to be.
I don't know. That was kind of shocking. All right. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but I did some reading into it. Armadillos is a game. Jordan, Michael, Mr. Alert, Jill, they jump in and play. And Jordan, what is it? Game-wise?
It's a board game. There's a number of win conditions. It's 4 players. And you're sometimes you work together, sometimes you work against each other. Without going too deep into it, that's the gist of the board game.
All right.
But
there's been an issue because I noticed that I think the last 2 times Jordan was going to stream on a Thursday and like, hey, let's do some multiplayer. And, I watch stuff like this. It's not really my jam, but I can find some entertainment in it. And because Jordan does some spectacular in-game tricks to lose.
Yes. Snatch defeat from the jaws of victory.
They'll be like, there's no way you can lose. And be like, oh, child, sit down and just watch.
You haven't seen my final form yet.
See the master work here. We amateur. But you weren't able to get it online. Like that. It's been a long time, too. Beginning of the year.
They announced that they were going to be doing some network maintenance. Yeah, and they said, oh, it's going to be like a month. And, a month passed. And lo and behold, no updates. Hell, even trying to get in via the Proton version was a little screwy for a while.
It was a little dicey. And, this was beginning in January. And it's like nothing's really happened. They were doing a crossplay update because their provider, halfway through this transition, by the way, we don't support Linux and OS X anymore. YOLO. Oh, right. So on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Mac OS, and Linux, forming parties, private multiplayer games, currently unavailable. They've just been gone. Scorched earth. The problem with that is the cardinal sin of they've just been completely radio silent about this.
Mm-hmm.
La, 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 la. And yeah, maybe they've been busy, but just no real communication. But no longer, everyone. If you're a fan of the Armadillo, the Dragon Clan, there's an update. The studio behind Armello they're really sorry, and they promise regular updates from now on. Now, this has nothing, and I repeat, nothing to do about the 2 new games that are nearing release. And they don't want that to get reviewed. No, just get that out of your mind right now.
Don't review Bombas, please.
Yeah, this
don't point out that we've completely fucked our previous
months-long break in communication was a fuck-mothering accident. Okay, we're back. We're good. Also, we got 2 new titles we're working on. Just letting you know. So, yeah. The Linux version, Linux build, they've already submitted to Steam. It's just going to be swapped out with Proton. No.
Yep.
that is
They're
that.
giving up on the Linux version, and the Steam Deck is just going to default to Proton. That's great.
I mean that's the perils when you contract out your multiplayer service. You're kind of at the whims of if they support stuff or not, regardless of whether or not you want to. I would say that multiplayer service in particular should probably stop getting business if they're going to start making changes that drop swaths of customers randomly. That seems kind of
and it's
shitty.
not just Mac or Linux, because yes, Mac or Linux compared to Windows for gaming, it's a tiny
Rounding
share.
error.
Yeah.
It's the Switch, it's the PlayStation, it's the Xbox. What the hell are you doing?
Listen,
Yeah.
okay, Pedro, I'll have you know that this development, they had coupons, all right? So
Yeah, you buy one multiplayer, get one free.
they just got to stick with the deal, you know? I don't know what exactly is going on.
And Jordan's question about this earlier on Discord is like, who the hell are they? Who are these people? Seriously. I'm kind of curious to know now.
Yeah, apparently there's some Australian ISP or company that does this.
Okay.
So I need Mr. Foxdog to go do some stuff. I'll send you some. I'll send you a message later.
The need for cross-platform multiplayer is going to be increasing, not decreasing. So those are skills that if you work on a team that does stuff like this, that you would like to develop to make yourself more marketable.
Yes.
Keep
Agreed.
that in mind. Right. Unless the Steam Deck was a fluke, man.
Probably.
Judging by the way that it's selling, nope.
I'm happy to everybody who got one. Did you see the thing I posted in Discord earlier this week? The poor guy in Spain.
Oh yeah, snap.
Yeah.
That box was like...
It is like they took it out in the middle and they just practice elbow drops on it.
Oh yeah, no, they smacked the Undertaker on the back of the head with that fucker before they dropped it in the guy's door, right? Like,
laid it on the road and then drove the truck across the box.
Right. And
let's see if we can skip a Steam Deck.
and in North America, they're being shipped with FedEx, which, you know, FedEx is like, what's their slogan? They're like, not DHL. And that's it.
We're more expensive than UPS.
I was just happy it wasn't DPD, but that box, the box that mine arrived in, it looked like someone had put something very heavy on it.
I'm just glad people are getting them, and more likely than not, it'll be in one piece, because like this is the whole point of the Steam Deck thing. Is like that case is not thin.
No, yeah, like that.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, no,
this is a chunky boy.
Right.
Yeah, no, that was a good ass smack. That was
It's like someone deliberately was twisting it, or just over their heads.
If you're getting attacked by John Cena and all you have is a box with a Steam Deck in it, you got to swing for the head, right?
Such as that. All right, we got to bounce out of here.
Yeah. Coming up next, open source NVIDIA. It's more likely than you think.
Team Blue.
Yeah, with your invisible GPU. Here, it performs so well in my imagination.
Shut up! It's a stealth model.
You try to.
I know that was an interesting day. I saw Twitter going on about NVIDIA's like, what the hell is going on? Oh,
no.
Hello.
It was absolutely adorable, because then you got to see all the like mental gymnastics of people, like part of their identity is hating NVIDIA. You're like, we'll cover it. We're going to save that for the show. But since you're watching right now, head over to vote.linuxgamecast.com and vote on some show titles. You see everyone bang suggesting stuff, and there's silly shit that we say during the segments. We got three more segments. Listen, I'm new here. Coming up.
I too can't count at this hour.
No, fuck no. It was cute, man. My brain straight up rejected some maths earlier this week. I don't remember what it was. It's been blanked out, but I threw that up there. It was like, nope. I'm like, okay. Guess that's not getting solved. To submit new... Shut up, Twitch Bridge. All right. Ooh, I got a fresh board to play with. Took the Hordor? Did that come in?
No, I think that was a pre-show.
Power Overton. Attacked by John Cena? All right, I'll give that one a vote.
Yes.
Walking Assistance Voltron. do McQuaken.
Do you really want to taste it?
Conversational train a horse.
All right.
Do you really want to taste it?
That's some potential.
Edgy McQuaken.
Edgy McQuaken.
Yes, I did say take the whole door, yes.
Take the whole door.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So, did you finish Peacemaker, Pedro?
Yes. It was at the end there.
Yeah,
it's not a rumor.
It's not a fuck you, Barry. I told you they fucking it gets better.
I want to throw a little nod of the head. Linux Neuro has moved house, and he's got the traditional single dude. We've all fucking been there, so don't you fucking say a word.
TV on the floor. Box to the side. Yep. There we go.
Yep.
Up and running. And the PS5 next to the TV.
Yeah. Done. Yep. I moved in, and you know what? That's allowable for 14 days.
Yep. So, John, do you ditch the roommate, or you just move to a new place?
I think they both moved to a different place.
Okay, so they moved together?
No.
Oh, they just both packed their shit and went separate ways. All right.
That's how that works.
He got a condo.
Is that why S13 has been quiet for the past day?
Yeah, he's not posting anime shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh god, it's a second mirror.
Oh, so you're still at the place, but he's the one who moved out. All right, cool.
Apparently, he had all the stuff.
Right. He brought all the furniture. Okay,
right,
I guess that
right.
I guess that makes sense. The last place that John was living was Africa. So
this is factually true. Yes. No,
yes.
It wasn't. It was his brother.
No, he did.
York.
Yeah, he lived with his brother, then with his other brother, and then
yeah. but again, you don't really buy furniture when you're living at your brother's place, right?
Yeah.
Like the last place he actually had to furnish
you just
was
give me
Africa.
a reason to go visit my sister.
just be like, buy some furniture.
I just want to go hang out with her and with a family and order it on mobile. Just get the knock on the door. I'm like, yeah, I bought you a new chauffeur.
Yeah, no,
I bought you an entire new set of furniture. Good luck.
Yeah, I bought you one of those giant L-shaped couches. Yeah, I'm not going to stick around and help you assemble it. Fuck that noise. Bye.
You think this is out of the realm of possibility? I bought that entire family MacBooks just to get out IT support.
Just get like a vintage wood armoire. Just show up at their front door one.
I wouldn't be there.
Yeah, just some 3,000-pound vintage armoire.
The big rock.
Yeah.
Condor.
Or the Easter Island head that Mr. Burns gave the Simpsons.
Something like that.
Yeah. Latex condo. Man, I'd like to live in one of those.
Hey, man, we're going out tonight. We're going over to the Latex condo. Fucking let's do it.
I would go see Latex condo. It sounds like a decent band.
Let's see. What was no? Yeah, I'd go see Latex condo. Yeah. On third thought, yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't go see them if they were the headliner, but if they were opening for someone, I'd be like, I'm gonna stick around for it.
You know, if I could hear some electric music coming out, if it's some hipster acoustical bullshit, because it's kind of on the
yeah, the indie rock band names are no, this is too cool a name for the music that's coming out of this album.
What was
how dare you?
See, this is how you know Rohit really is genuinely in love.
He sat through an entire Coldplay concert,
standing in line for 2 hours in Texas heat.
But he showed pictures of that line. Yeah. That was a fucking line.
I don't even love myself that much.
Yeah, if it was just for me, I wouldn't do it.
Oh, and the caption was, and I'm just outside of the shade of the tree, too. Coldplay. I don't have any hatred for Coldplay. We determined that we knew Coldplay songs. We had to look them up, but
look how they shine for you and all the things you do.
What is this? Please fix the road? Minimalistic, laid back, casual. Oh, that's I need something to do simulator.
Yep. Why not play Trigon and get your shit blown up instead?
Yeah.
It's just a very niche game, man. Like, that is somebody's gem. Somebody played that demo and said, all the fucks yes, take my money.
I was talking with my boss about... Oh, the fix the rotor Trigon.
Oh, no, they need to make unpacking a roguelite with permadeath.
Oh, yeah. No, like, the box does fall on you and you get crushed to death under all... Listen, as someone who's who moved recently, yeah, I get that. The giant pile of boxes. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna nudge this guy to the... Oh, no.
You know what? Then there's the nice defeat part where you sidestep and you're like, fuck it. Do it. All right, I'll deal with that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you want to talk about niche games is like Unpacking. It's a game about, unpacking stuff and
surprisingly
arranging
not
stuff.
NC-17, right?
Yeah. I was yeah. Man, speaking of, the fucking CTO of my company asked me about Vampire Survivors the other fucking day. I can't escape it. I can't fucking escape it.
It's very simple. Very it's got a very solid hook.
I don't need the explanation, Pedro. I've heard it 6,000 times from about 8 people already. I get it. Mir bought me a copy. I don't need to buy a copy. I haven't.
Yeah, that was it, man. I knew the buzz around it. The copy showed up from Mir. I played it for 2 minutes. I'm like, no.
The one that did it for me is like I did the first 2 runs of Vampire Survivors. I unlocked the garlic old man. It comes with like garlic, the aura that destroys stuff. Yes. Okay. It's just an aura that destroys anything that touches it at the very low levels. And it's like, oh, I get it. Oh, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, it's just not my jam. But hey, when I hear like doing a run is a code word that's quietly and secretly letting me know I don't care about that game. I'll try it. Doesn't mean I
want some garlic.
Garlic would be pretty dope. Yeah.
Some like nice some nice roasted garlic.
Bread's amazing.
Yeah.
Evolved garlic? What?
I haven't tried black garlic yet, but that's not on the list. I just need to go to a place that sells it, or buy a
grated 3 or 4 garlic cloves, just grated onto pizza dough, then cheese on top of that, and whatever else you'd like for your pizza. It's awesome.
See, I just want like that big bowl that you can buy of the garlic, just the massive clove, but I want it pre-peeled, but in that bowl format. So I just
like the individual cloves stuck together.
Yeah.
like a Terry's chocolate orange just with garlic.
I'd fuck that. I'd be ill.
From just eating cloves of garlic.
Fuck yes, I would.
No, shallots are just onions for stupid people because you're getting a teeny tiny onion for the same price.
Oh man. Yeah, let me get something to drink. We'll get into the news segment, and it looks like this thing's not going to implode again, so that's neat. It's got that going for it. It's not much, but scallions. Man, just eat fucking onions, man. We don't need to bring...
Yeah, onions are great.
Yeah.
Get the big ones.
Like, I like green onions.
I'll make an exception for green onions. Yeah, like green onions.
Yes.
Green onions are fucking delicious.
They're
my
fine.
God.
I'll take them. But if you've got like, here's some green onions, here's a regular, normal, unfucked up little skinny, give me the regular onion, please. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And I don't care, man. Taste the rainbow when it comes to onions. If you're just tuning in, hi.
Welcome back to Linux Onion Cast.
Right. Nobody likes onions.
When I buy like fresh bunch of green onions, I have them on the fridge door, and I open the fridge, it's like,
oh no, let me dream, Pedro. I thought you were going to finish that, and I take the magnet and I click them right on. Damn it, now I want to do that.
Why do you have onions? No? Why'd you have magnets on your onions or onions on your maggot? Not maggots, magnets.
Magnets. Just put that on like the icebox. Next time somebody see this is like pre-planning. I want that question, but I got to come up with an answer. I have to think about it.
Leaks, I don't get leaks. People at work, in the before times, they'd go to Tesco, and instead of doing what most people would do, which is get chicken from the deli, they would buy some leeks, and then buy some mayo or some garlic sauce or something that they could dip the leeks in. And then they just eat that for lunch. Why?
Oh, went to the wrong room. Oh, well. Apparently there was a spaghetti explosion in my sink. a pastastrophe, as my girlfriend says.
A pasta lips? Yeah. Oh, Guns N' Roses. Okay, it took me a while. I've not had Guns N' Roses in my head for a long, long time.
Pedro, do you know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby.
What was it? Axl Rose did the voice of the radio person in GTA San Andreas for KDSD, which was like the oldies rock radio station. And the script that they gave him it was actually genius, because there was the whole thing about him possibly cheating on his wife, and they give him in the script, it's like, yes, I was unfaithful, especially with your sister.
I'm not a big Dota player, but they released a voice pack for Dota 2. That's the announcer from NBA Jam, and that shit is pretty fucking hilarious. Because there's like a spider hero, and he's like, a giant spider. Fuck that shit. Yeah, the 1996 NBA Jam. Yeah. Or at least the one that had the announcer in it. I don't know.
Clearly that mouse was not getting enough fiber in its diet.
Linux Nuru, I think you're thinking of Slash, who lost his hat. He doesn't have his hat anymore. Someone stole it. He may have gotten it back. I don't know. I haven't followed.
Did he only have the one?
Who?
The Slash. He lost his hat at one point. Someone stole it, and I don't remember if he got it back or not.
No, he didn't lose that. The hat chose the new.
Well, no.
Okay.
It's like a set. If you can like kill Jensen and get the leather jacket, and then if you can kill Slash and you get the top hat, then you get the item set bonus.
In a ritual, and we're gonna fucking bring back 3D effects.
Get the item set bonus.
Okay, so you have the jacket and the top hat. Mm-hmm. You're still walking around without any pants.
I'm not seeing a downside.
Repo just for you.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a downside here.
But don't use my fork.
Everything is hacked / pants.
Don't use my fork, because the pants be in your head. All right, everyone. Let's do the news. We got a bit to go through.
The big news.
Big news. That's right.
Duke Nukem Forever, baby.
Is closing the source of their drivers.
It's Duke Nukem Forever. Someone's going to make it playable finally.
That's going to happen, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Guns and GNUs and nonsense. Fuck yes. I'm down with that. All right. Pause. Let's get over this, and we do that.
GNU / roses, or GNU plus roses, as I like to call it.
GNU new. Okay.
The GNUs coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, time for the news, but first, shilling in 3. GNU.
I don't know. I was thinking in my head what kind of sound. What kind of sound you'd listen if you had an entire herd of news?
Welcome to the source code, baby.
It's just Stallman, non-stop Stallman lectures.
Right.
I'd like to
Stallman's version of the free software song, which is clearly not as good. But yeah, we will get to the news. Don't you worry. We do need to thank some people, but first we need to tell everyone else how they can too be on the thanking list.
What if they want a Ken 3?
Well, they need a toucan first. They got to follow their nose.
Pants off your head, Pedro. Yeah.
I thought you were finishing that sentence. I just took my pants off. If you want to pay me to put my pants back on, you can head on over to patreon.com/LinuxGamecast.
That's it.
You can select a level at $100. I will put my pants back on, but you can get some cool stuff for the lower tiers. You can get access.
Level.
You can get access to our Discord channel, which you can also get to by subbing to us on Twitch.
We don't have a $100 level.
We should add one where I put my pants back on.
We have a half.
Sounds like a missed opportunity.
Sounds like a missed opportunity because right now I'm easy breezy beautiful. Discord, you can get access to the show notes level at our Death Note level. You get your name in the credits. If you're an executive producer, you get at the top of the credits. You can buy your way onto the show. You get early access to a bunch of the videos that Ven is putting out. You're going to get to see the NetJack video before everyone else.
Hey, man, I got to tell you right now, part of that Discord, you get like early access because Ven's lazy sometimes. And Ven also gets busy and doesn't have time to set everything up in Patreon. But we have an announcement channel in Discord. All that shit gets dropped in there. I'm like, poof, there it is. Vultures. Have fun. And it's your time to watch something like that because if you got a well actually stored up, I want to hear it. I want it. Yes. Give it to me. Let me know about it.
We got a store as well, store.linuxgamecast.com. You can cover your filthy peasant body in all of the glorious LGC merch. We got t-shirts, we got stickers, we got coffee cups.
The stickers may be slightly toxic. Just be careful with that.
Don't lick them. Did we get the booty shorts? I don't think we did get the booty shorts one day, but you know what?
You would probably wear the hoodie like as pants if you were creative with it.
I mean, yeah, it comes with its own poopy hole. That's great.
Then you can put your pants on one nipple at a time.
Right?
I just go both nipples in at once because I'm crazy like that. I'm a mad lad. We got wish zones as well. If you head on over to linuxgamecast.com, put your mouse over the support button. I have one, Pedro has one, Ven has one, Jill has one. If you buy Ven some stuff off of his, you get your name in lights behind his head. It's crazy, or at least in fluorescent markers. Illuminated fluorescent markers. I don't know.
Okay, see, I want to. We need to do some like creative writing from the wish zones because I'm looking at yours and like, how does my story begin? Okay, what do I have to work with? Plot devices, webcam, and a punching bag.
I mean, you can scroll down. There's more fuel there.
I don't know. Listen, this is my pilot episode, man, so I don't want to overload everyone. You know.
Yeah, it's only bags. Subscribe to my only punches.
Pedro would be air filters and.
I mean, that's a bad name. Air filters and lockpicks.
Isn't that Tom DeLonge's project after he left Blink-182?
That is 100% a rom-com.
Air filters and lockpicks, yeah.
And I would be processors and
audio interfaces.
Audio.
That's just straight up Ven Stone, right? Like,
that's fucking hard mode right there, man.
Yeah.
Hey, we got somebody to thank because you know what? I got one of these.
Ooh.
This is what we got to mention. This is the worst decision we've ever made. But, you know, we're pretty good at making bad decisions and we stick to them.
10 years later?
Right, a decade later, man. Not really. I mean, what are we thinking about? So, yeah, if you pick up anything from our wish zone, this is like an extra bonus soda for us, especially if you get anything for the studio. You can send a message. It says a gift for you. Dramatic reading. Hi, Vin. Pedro. I'm reading this verbatim. And the other one.
And the other one. The ugly one. What's her face? Yeah.
Ooh.
Whatever. I'm fine being what's her face. It's fine. Go on.
Here's your newfangled Blinky Coolotron for Threadpooper. Oh, and tell Frank. Hang on. We got to get the right effect for this. Frank owes me money for the my calcium morning pills. God damn it, Frank, again. I'm going to go bankrupt with hate from Arthurian.
Yay!
A dramatic reading by Vince Stone.
Thank you for attending my TEDx, but I will not be answering questions.
No encores.
Okay, so check this out. Threadrippers. Right. We got Threadrippers. They're a thing. When they first came out, you could only water cool them. Then I waited because I'm like, you know what? You remember when Threadrippers were first launched? They were sold as like extreme gaming PCs. And like, that is dumb. This is why I have like blinky RGB shit on my motherboard. Fortunately, it's just off by default. But all the air coolers, they didn't exist at the time. And the water coolers all had blinky bullshit on them. Like, nope, pass. And I waited for the Noctua. Then we stuck everything together. But I got the 3060. And we've been over this on the previous episode. That doesn't have a backplate on it because I bought the most basic bitch one they had. And it kind of touches the Noctua heatsink. And I kind of might just have a little sheet of nylon that I've wedged in there. And it might possibly just short out at any fucking moment. So Arthurian saw that. And yeah, that was something I was thinking about buying because let's be honest, it hasn't shorted out yet. Because nobody wants to install an AIO. But Arthurian, I would like to reach out and shake your hand so you'll be partially defenseless when I boop you on the back of the head, because this is going to be a motherfucker to do. But
it's heavy.
It's a fucking Threadripper AIO, baby.
Ooh, 3 fan. That's a 360. That's a big one. Yeah.
That's,
that's
big chungus, 120s. And look, the fans don't blink though. The fans don't blink.
It has pink LEDs.
It's just the pump that blinks.
Pump it up. Pump up the jams.
Yeah, this is the Master Liquid ML360 Mirror TR4 edition. So it's got the full coverage on the plate. And yeah, this is the one I could find that the least shouty one. Wanting to put that off as long as possible, but apparently Arthurian had different thoughts on that. So I thank you for that. That's Sunday afternoon taken care of. And I don't look forward to doing that at fucking all, man. But hey, look on the bright side. Arthurian, it didn't follow my foot, which is awesome. Shut up.
You haven't kicked it yet either, have you?
Oh no, I'm gonna like wake up in the fucking like. Look,
somehow it's in the wall, floating
it's
above your head.
Up a little bit on the bed, and it's blinking a little bit.
It's some Requiem for a Dream shit where like the box just like twists open and the AIO just like falls on your head.
Oh man. So yeah, that's a thing. Thank you, because that's like legitimate. Like I'm kind of like you, mainly because I got a 1920X, dude. I can replace that cheap because apparently I bought the what was there? Was there a 1900? Yeah, there was an 8-core Threadripper, believe that or not.
Yeah, but why?
The first gen had an 8-core one.
they had an 8-core like AM4 parts. So like, why? Why?
So, moral of the story, everybody. Everyone think Candolph the Crate, which is Arthurian, and if anything goes wrong from now on in our broadcasting rig, it's fault. Yep. Just
good old leaky Arthur, and they called him
drip blink, bitch. You want to get into a little bit of news? What everyone's really tuning in for?
Speaking of cooling, Hell seems to have gotten some new IOs, haven't they?
Yeah, we got
real cold all of a sudden.
This little just quick mention of a little upstart NVIDIA. They've released open source GPU kernel modules.
Sort of.
Yeah. The big story of the week.
Ish.
The week. Wrong segment.
So what do we got to think about this? Only Turing and Neuer are currently supported.
Ooh.
And, there are plans to work on an upstream approach with the Linux kernel community and partners such as Canonical, Red Hat, and SUSE. So all that's being talked about and worked on. This is not upstreamable at its current form. Just not going to happen. Now, my first thought, I think I'm not alone with this, was everyone remembers the
Lapsus, yeah.
Lapsus. And, they had their and one other thing Like last minute demand, right? They're like, open source your driver. What did they say? After evaluating our position in NVIDIA, we decided to add one more requirement. We request that NVIDIA commits to completely open source and distribute under a FOSS license the GPU drivers for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux, now and forever. If this request is not met on Friday, we will release the complete silicon graphics and computer chipset files for all recent NVIDIA GPUs. I just had to finish what I wrote. I'm sorry.
They didn't end up doing that though. They released some stuff.
Yeah.
And it was not within a month.
Yeah, that didn't get us open source drivers. That got us to another NVIDIA story later this afternoon. So, according to reports, GameScope kind of works now, allegedly. Here's the one thing that I was sad about, like legit, because immediately after this, because some of y'all motherfuckers got like part of your identity is like hating on NVIDIA, not having open source drivers, and you were hurt. Like you were lashing out because the not good enough crowd showed right the fuck up. Like, this isn't good enough. We need more. It has firmware. Like, no one fucking open source firmware. But firmware, see, I can keep this. But, in all fairness, even Hector had a point. He said NVIDIA released, air quotes, their kernel drivers open source. First step. By which they mean they moved most of it to firmware and made the open source driver call to it. There are almost 900 functions implemented in the 34 megabyte firmware, give or take, from what I can see. Now, to that, I'm just going to say, don't let perfect be the enemy of good.
Again, how is that any different from what the AMD drivers are doing? Because there's a blob in the kernel.
Exactly. Well, you can ship firmware on Linux because, right out of the tree, my HDSP 9632, the format converter I'm using right now for this show, it's a fucking brick. When you plug it in, you have to get the ELSA firmware to load in the damn thing to wake it up. And now NVIDIA can be like, just shove the firmware right up the pooper. And
yeah. And eventually this may open up the door for more advanced Nouveau driver, but I don't know. I think I'm kind of square in the middle of this. Yes, it's a good thing that they open source the what is essentially the shim portion of their driver, so that it can be upstreamed. But upstream, yeah. Much of the functionality is going to be in blobs. It's still going to be a black box. The main advantage of having the majority of the AMD drivers be open source, because there are still blobs, but most of that code is not in the blobs. There are a shit ton of auto-generated include files, as Hector points out in his Twitter thread, and somehow that giant mess of spaghetti code made it into the kernel. So this is how NVIDIA gets around that. But the real target of this is going to be like server and HPC, because if you're going to be deploying thousands of machines at a time, pushing out run files and RPMs is not ideal. You kind of just want to have that baked into the image, ready to go. If you need to upgrade a driver, hey, floop out the firmware and your gravy.
But Jordan, look at the positive side. We'll finally be able to go back and use this as a stepping block for all the older cards from NVIDIA, right?
No, Turing it up. Like you said, it's a step in the right direction. I'm not gonna say, hey, we should all be sucking NVIDIA's dick for doing something that frankly they should have done a while ago. But hey, we'll take it for what it is. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's not the worst thing in the world.
This is in response to, because Intel's allegedly, when this thing pushed out, it's going to be full snack on the server side with a motherboard, CPU, and compute. Boom, just drop it in. Nope, you don't need to go around. No special sauce in there. Just load it up. You can do it right out of the box. Deploy, fuckos.
Unless it's a 12th gen processor. Those don't do the thing they're supposed to do on Linux yet, because Intel didn't think to...
I don't think they have that in the Xeon format. Probably not.
No. I think the Xeons are all P cores, as they were. But NVIDIA does say that if you're using for an enterprise environment or any kind of GPU compute, these open source drivers are stable. But if you're using it with a GeForce card or a Titan card, then this is alpha. You should be expecting alpha quality out of these drivers because it's a test effectively. And yes, like Jordan said, this is just the modules that talk to the kernel effectively, because much like the AMD drivers, it is the actual proprietary stuff that talks between the kernel and the hardware itself is still very much closed source. And I very much see the improvement right now to especially the packaging, because having to kill the X server to install the binary drivers in 2022 is beyond stupid. So yeah, I want to see distros actually package this in a form that I can just load whichever proprietary blob that I want. And I don't want the excuses like the graphics driver PPA is like, oh, we don't have the stable, we only have the stable version. We don't have any betas. We don't have any Vulkan drivers. We don't have any of that. I want the option to just switch between whichever blob I want without having to build new kernel modules every single time. Please.
Okay, that's it. Because how many times you guys might do it, but I tend to build. I'm the person that builds kernels for fucking fun. But you'll run into having to wait on the kernel drivers from NVIDIA because they're closed source to add support for kernel X, and sometimes that can be a month. That's going away. That's fucking neat by itself.
Yeah, I know that'll be able to be maintained in a more upstream manner, which is good. Yeah, there's definite positives, but it's not like yub, the Death Star has blown up, everything's all happy go lucky now, right? There's still going to be some problems. NVIDIA still isn't committing to this fully in terms of like vis-a-vis open source code, but it's something, right? And you can if you want to consume this driver, you can. The driver that was open source is released, the 5.15.4.3.04 beta. Yes, I installed it. I'm running it right now. Nothing has eaten shit. We do finally get VKEXT image DRM format modifier, that extension that GameScope uses. I tried to build the fresh copy of GameScope, could not get that up and running. I'm sure there's something I'm doing wrong. I spent 15 minutes, so I need to dig into it a little bit more. Also, if you want to turn on the GameScope stuff, remember to check your Etsy mobprobe D file for directory for an NVIDIA file. The .run file that the creates a blacklist file that also sets drm.modeset equals to 0. You're going to need to flip that to 1 in order for mode setting.
Yeah, you need mode setting for that to work.
Now, I genuinely hope, NVIDIA, whatever you do not open source your GUI config, because I don't want anyone taking away my CRT.
Lock that in place. The other thing that they did here, which is kind of nice, they deprecated the warning for ignore CC mismatch. You may have run into it when you've run a kernel update and your GCC hasn't been fully upgraded to the next minor version. And it'll say, hey, you have your kernel built with this version of GCC, modules built with this version of GCC. You might have a problem. There's a environment variable to override that. Now, because we live in the fucking future and compiler minor versions aren't going to completely break your system like they did in the 90s. It's kind of just ignored. You can run your mismatched ABI versions.
Here's something I'd like to see. I would like to see a dash for compiling that. I want a flag that just says "trust me" on this one, that lets me just out of the box without having to do set environment commands to build against a full RT kernel, full RT patch set kernel.
It's like, shut up and do it, please.
It's like, trust me, I'm at this point. I know what I'm doing. And by the way, NVIDIA, we both know it fucking works. So, yeah.
I guess that's the other pro thing about the open source kernel open source kernel driver is eventually, maybe the RT shit will be upstream. That'll just work.
Well, I mean, it does work. 100%. It absolutely works. But there's like 2 Moonglyph steps that is undocumented to get the damn thing to work. So, and like, I want that to be, because you don't deal with that with AMD shit. And
you just plug and play.
So the moral of the story, everybody, buy an Intel card when it comes out. So,
well, or
in 5,000 years when they finally
billions of years ago. when you're 70 years old and you're getting back into like retro gaming, yeah.
Well,
like
I had a 1080 back in the day. Let me check that closet.
To crap on this.
Oh no! Here we go. They're gonna make retro mining PCs. vintage mining.
Oh, we're going to mine the retro internet. Yes,
retro coins. People just doing Bitcoin for fun.
So let's talk about this.
Yes. So, as you may remember, starting with the 3060, NVIDIA was like, oh, we're going to make a low hash rate version of our GPUs, and it's going to be unhackable. The very same day that the 3060 came out, they released a driver which effectively made that entire point moot because it bypassed the whole LHR limitation. Now, as it turns out, someone, a bunch of clever folks who unfortunately are tied to mining, decided, you know what, let's just implement that. What's the name of the, let's see. They had a bunch of them. It's like NB Miner and Quick Miner. The new versions completely circumvent the LHR, and instead of your cards just mining at 20 or 30% of the speed that they should be able to, they're mining at 100%. It only works on Windows, so if you're mining...
Saving grace right there, right?
Yeah, if you're mining on Linux or you have your own custom platform built.
Imagine being a poor miner having to buy all those Windows licenses.
They're buying Windows licenses. I believe that.
Yeah, I mean, they're upstanding people, pillars of the community.
But yeah, it is. Those don't work on Linux yet. The LHR limitation is still a thing if you're using Linux. But on Windows, yeah, that's gone. So if you bought one of the new 3080s or the new 3080 Ti's, which after the revision were supposed to come with LHR, well, tough.
Well, gentlemen, I think we had a good run for as long as it was. I mean, yeah, everyone knew this was coming. No one said this is impossible.
Oh, yeah.
And when you have the amount of money that miners are throwing around, it was going to happen.
It was just NVIDIA going, it is unhackable. It's a thing between the driver and the firmware and the GPU. It's like, come on.
Well, really? I feel like walking up to Pedro, like Homer Simpson's like, you mean NVIDIA's marketing department? So here's the thing. A lot of people are speculating that this actually came from that NVIDIA leak, or at least some insight into it, as opposed to like whatever this company was showed up and like, hey, do you work at NVIDIA? Yeah. Do you want to be, I don't know, a multi-millionaire and just do this one thing for us? Why? Because here's multi-million dollars.
Here's the dump truck of money. Yep.
Yeah. Like no questions asked.
Just accidentally release the driver. There you go.
Yeah, just drop a flash drive on the street. Just leave it there. Someone will pick it up. Yeah, no, calling LHR calling LHR a band-aid solution was an optimistic take from the get-go. Yeah, like I'm genuinely surprised like it lasted this long. It's, yeah, like Ven said, it's been a good ride. And now GPU prices are going way back up again. So
not right now. No, I don't know why they are, because crypto is just right now across the board.
They're actually talking about doing the game bundles with the GPUs again, because guess what? Ain't nobody fucking buying that shit at that price.
Yeah, might as well get it.
What's
you
the
gotta throw a couple
Newegg?
games.
I mean, this power supply, so they need a home, Pedro.
Yes, exploding power supplies. Isn't that right, Newegg?
Right. So this is not a repeat from 2001, ladies and gentlemen.
No, as it turns out. Warp. This one is actually brand new. Some endeavorous people in the 4chan boards found some of the unreleased original Duke Nukem Forever bits and decided to put it together. You can actually download the thing and maybe get it to run with is it eDuke 32, or there's something. I couldn't actually get it to run because it doesn't work with the Linux version, I think. But yeah, you can see the content that was made for that first version of Duke Nukem Forever that was shown at E3 2009?
Something like that. You know what? It's amazing.
2001.
One of the things we got to think about and we got to talk about is how little of this game actually exists. And not from like, it was an incomplete leak. No.
It's a 40 megabyte download, yeah.
This is all they managed to do, and this was confirmed. By the truth about DNF. Hashtag. Go ahead, Jordan. What you got?
A poogie.
Yeah, I was going to do that. Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, 3D Realms. This is the game that killed it. And who is it? Who was he? Scott Miller, founder of Apugi, came out and wrote. He's like, yeah, like he was this short of saying this was a money laundering scheme. I'm just making that up for comedic effect. Fuck off. But yeah, they spent over a decade, and they just a little tiny little bit of a game, like barely a tech demo done on Unreal Engine 1, and that's just sad, man. At least the editor works, allegedly. Supposedly this is going to be leaking in, like, to get all the bits for it so you can play around with the home game, the full, in June, according to the report. I'm, like, for historical reasons, A, I'm interested. B, I look forward to when the internet finishes it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big one too. And like reading the blog post on Apuginet, Apugint, however you want to say it. Yeah, it was basically every time a new like graphics technology came out, they basically stopped development of the game and started from scratch. And they were just constantly chasing their tail. So the fact that this is like a 40 megabyte download and that's all they made, that doesn't surprise me given the context at all.
Like how many times did they make that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And reading the blog post that he made, it's like, wait, so you were in a leadership position back then, and this was happening under your watch. Do you realize how damning?
On my private island, can't hear you. La 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 la.
It's like, do you realize how damning it is? All of the admissions that you're making in this particular blog post. Just saying.
He doesn't give a fuck. I mean, he finishes. He says, "I hope that Gearbox can resurrect Duke Nukem. We'll call it Tiny Nukem's Wonderland." And
the only thing that Gearbox did for Duke Nukem was remove the original Atomic Edition, remove the Linux version. That's all they did.
Yeah, I think we should make our new game called Kook Mukem. It's one less than Duke Nukem.
I'm still a little irritated that it took so long for Valve to come around and add their anti-cheat to Proton so I could play that fucking Duke Nukem forever. And like I got 30 minutes into that game. I'm like, wow, somebody slapped a label on this and pushed it up. But hey, something that's not minimum viable product is Heroic Game Launcher.
Yeah, they got a new version out, version 2.30, aka Brook, and they have themes. They don't have a Bonnie Tyler theme, but they have support for Dracula.
Like Hawaiian?
Yep, Dracula, which you actually talked about with Jill on Weekly Daily Wednesday a couple months ago, actually.
Dracula?
Dracula.
The fucking purple-ass theme.
Green theme, blue theme, but a bunch of them.
Old theme, new theme.
Yeah, exactly. There's a platform selection thing as well when it comes to...
That's nice, Jordan. We're just all secretly judging everybody's games collection on this whole
What are you?
Let's see.
Amnesia,
they actually
Sonic,
bought some
Cyberpunk.
Epic games because a few of those have not been in the free ones yet.
Like I did not know Axiom Verge had a sequel. I learned something tonight.
Yeah, I think Ethan was talking about that a while ago. Yeah, but yeah, they added auto updated. They added platform selection when it comes to installing games from GOG if you want to get the Linux version off of them. They have some accessibility options as well, the ability to hide and favorite games, and now when you install games through Heroic, it'll show you how much space that the game is going to nom up so that you don't accidentally fill up your drives, which is always good.
Yeah, nice. I really like that they've added the feature that Steam has and has had for a while. If you turns out that even though there's a native Linux version of it, but you want to play the Windows version for performance reasons or whatever, purposes. Something like that. There's now an option for that. Plus accessibility, you can zoom.
Yes.
Yeah, even with the Dracula theme.
Burn through the witches.
2064. What the fuck's that?
No, it's a cyberpunk game.
Okay.
Is it a visual novel type of situation? Because it looks like a visual novel type of situation.
I do see Amnesia, Machine for Pigs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Broken machine for pigs.
Oh man,
that was the Chinese room really wanted to make an Amnesia game.
Hey, it was good until that third act. Like you almost fucking landed it until the pigs AI started flipping out, and you really got to see them. And like you. Come on! Yep. I'm so scared of that. Nah.
And then the speed run where you just realize you can walk through one of the walls right to the exit. Most likely,
there is that. But Heroic Game Launchers could really come pretty far, like really quick.
Yeah.
I mean,
Actually doing both Epic and GOG in the one thing without, unless you want Lutris.
Yeah, and it's actually looking like a proper fucking application. Like it's not the programmer or the default theming. It's getting a lot of polish, and that's a good thing. Especially, and I guess part of it is because it's getting a lot of use on Windows as well. Considering there's no Epic Games client on Windows, this is kind of your only option.
Oh man, that's going to be a weird future, like where you're going to have to run Wine on your Linux Box 9000 to run.
So much cool tech just starts in Linux as a way to get shit running, and then the Windows users are like, "We want that Mango HUD." FSR everywhere? What? You can do that?
All the things, baby.
All right. Coming up next, I'm going to take a walk outside in space and breathe some vacuum. Throwing chairs at Trigon.
Yeah, it's like QT without the bullshit licensing problems they're having. Did they ever get that cleared up?
I thought they did.
You only need the commercial license if you need the stable long-term support version.
So the one that any company with half a brain would want to use.
Yeah.
Got it.
Pay for your fucking software if you're a company that's like making a product. Yeah.
No, Jordan. I come from Windows.
Want to keep
from Windows, Jordan's saying, and open source means free.
Right. Of course.
If you want free, you can just use the latest version.
Yeah. I mean, charge for support. That's pretty standard.
And that's what KDE has been doing. They just grab the latest version, build that particular version of the KDE framework on the latest version, and there you go. There's new KDE.
New KDE.
So Rocky Linux got a $64 million check.
Oh, nice. From
Google.
Yeah, Google's like, hey, guess what we're going to be running next year? Yeah,
there you go. Get our shit running on it. You got it? Cool.
We're Google. We don't want to pay for a Red Hat license. Fuck you.
Yeah. See, that Google is beyond fuck you money. Google has fuck me money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole different game. I'm like, see,
it's not even a matter of if they could afford the licenses. They absolutely could. They're just doing it out of spite.
Yeah. Well, you're talking about Google. Like, you want to buy IBM?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be too much antitrust attention. So yeah, let's cut some checks to Rocky Linux instead.
Oh man, it's kind of strange times, but there is that. I know everybody else who's spun off a branch of RHEL, or Cent, I guess it was. It's like, where's my $64 million?
Right.
God damn.
Well, Rocky was the loudest, and I think that's why.
Yeah, they got the names on. I mean, I'm like, all right, let's just do this again. Oh, have fun, Candoff. Thank you again for the potential leak. I look forward to it not leaking ever.
I look forward to the incumbent slip and fall suit.
How should I mount it? Like,
I don't know. I've never put in one of
basically, make sure that the pump is not the highest point in the loop. That's it.
No. Well, I can tell you from engineering wise, make sure that the radiator inlets are at the bottom. 100%. Like, I don't care if you have that setup. I don't care if you're cooling a computer. I'm just talking about basic physics here, man.
Yeah, you don't want the pump to be the highest point in the loop because it will be lacking water, and it will eventually grind itself off because it uses the water for its own lubrication and temperature control.
That's why you get a magnetic pump.
Yeah, no, those are all impeller fans inside the pumps. So yeah, put the reservoir, the heatsink reservoir radiator at the top of the case or at the front of the case.
Make sure your pipes
of the radiator.
Here's your pro tip. Okay, you got the block. Make sure your nozzles are pointing down. All right.
Yes.
Your radiator. Make sure your intake and inlet and outlets at the bottom. You're good. Put it on top, doesn't fucking matter. Let's see. Okay, everyone's got an opinion about this too.
Gamers Nexus did a video on that.
Yeah, I watched this video and I'm like, yep, you did it right.
I got none. I don't tango with liquid cooling at all. I have zero knowledge on it.
I used to build hardline systems. Build my own water block. Water block. Okay. Made some spirals and a copper roof and put some... well, what were we using back then? Some Pyrex. The transparent... whatever that shit is. It's like the thick shit for your case windows. Lexan?
PVC?
I don't remember the name of it.
Acrylic?
Acrylic. Chunky acrylic.
That was the obvious one. It's like, really?
No, it wasn't anything special. You just had to get the thick stuff because of the clamping pressure on it. I don't want to spray anything on the damn CPU. That's the one thing that worries me is because it's fucking BGA on that Threadripper. But, like, whatever. I'm curious of what it looks like after, 3 years?
BGA? Ball grid array? LGA?
Land grid array?
Land grid, yeah. Because the pins are on the motherboard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same fucking difference.
Isn't LGA logical gate array? Land grid array? I don't know.
Listen, part of me wants to argue this.
I think it can be both.
Part of me wants to argue this, but I understand, like, doesn't fucking make it.
No, land grid array. Never mind.
Land grid array? Yeah, that sounds
land grid array.
Yeah. Mountain set my... What? Okay, help me out. I don't know these technical terms. Case flap. I missed that in the schematic.
My case doesn't flap. It's kind of like a solid rectangle.
My case flap. Nope, too late.
Case flap.
No, you gotta set your case flap. There we go. HDMI to hose adapter has been put to use.
Dude, that shit cracks me up. when the screen just starts like filling up with water. The first time I saw that shit, I died laughing. Holy moly. I'm just like, yeah, what the fuck do you expect would happen? Absolutely.
Oh, actually, I do want to know the differences. Let me go to the site. Hey, let's learn something. LGA versus PGA versus... Yeah, one's a golf thing. I know that.
Pro Golf Association?
Yeah, trick question.
PGA is pin grid array. It's like your typical Ryzen CPU. It still has the pins.
There's your LGA. Yeah, I got one of those, but it's like two of those glued together according to Intel. Until they started doing the exact same thing. They're like, it's magic sauce. Okay, that's LGA.
Yep.
PGA, yeah, that's one we've all come to loathe and love.
It's the one that you pull the cooler and the CPU comes with.
Yeah. And of course, hot air
ball grid array, which is soldered on, and that's it. You either you have the little spacer thingy that has the exact holes where the solder balls fall into perfectly, and they line them.
You flux it, and okay, if you want to watch somebody doing it right, because I've seen these YouTube videos, these motherfuckers coming up with these bullshit contraptions to do this stuff. Watch Lewis. Lewis at least knows the fucking, like, get it done process. You fucking douse it. Yes, that's one time you can just douse the flux. Heat it up. Wiggle it, it'll suck it. You'll see it. It'll go, and you're done. Pull the heat off. Use a heat gun. Or, if you feel like killing an entire afternoon with arts and crafts.
You can go ball by ball.
I don't even bother.
I always go ball by
That's
ball.
too much work. I'm like taking the fucking wick, like wiping it off. Oh, let's reball it. And I'm like, off, on. Then you cut it on, sparks. You're like, oh, well. I mean, I understand, man. Like, it puts the onus on the motherboard manufacturers. So those bent pins, you can wreck your entire fuck mothering system. Yay.
Yeah, no, Zen 4 is moving to LGA as well.
So how do we do this though? Because you can get socketed BGA.
Sock it to me.
You could easily get the.
No, they do exist.
Yeah, you could easily set up a retention thing over the PGA mounting. It's fine. It could have worked, but no. Instead, it's just going to be LGA.
Zen 4. Man, I don't know. Like, why can't they release like Zen 3 or Zen 4 with 64 lanes of fucking PCIe?
Because they need to justify charging more money for it. Yeah, you get 24 and that's it.
But you're making a small jump going from like, oh yeah, well I could get, the 12 core 24 thread Ryzen 9 like $350, $400 or $1,300 for the Threadripper. Like, that's a leap, Brad.
Yeah, no, the 32 available PCIe lanes would let you have like one of those NVMe with 4 slots, one of those cards, and a full by 16 GPU. You could have both running at once without having to bifurcate the by 16 socket, so you could have both running at by 8.
Got my 3 NVMe drives. I got my quad 4K capture card. I got my other 4K capture card in and out, and I got my fiber card. Then I have the Vigia card. And I need more holes. No one take that out of context, please.
I absolutely will. More holes.
Got
it.
I need to pee. I'll be right back.
I'm going to go get my drill.
You have a drill.
I have a drill.
Yeah. Everyone should have a drill, or at least like a drill mill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's one of those things you acquire when you own a house, right?
Oh, I mean, it's one of those things you acquire when you fuck.
Yeah, when you're like, fuck, I need a drill.
Yeah, then you have a drill from that point on. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you go down to Lowe's and you go buy a drill. Yeah.
What kind did you get?
One of the Ryobi cordless ones.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a couple of the Ryobi tools or whatever. So like all the batteries are cross compatible. So we have a bunch of that's always nice.
Yeah, that's why I got all my Makita shit. Yep, they get you lock in, baby.
Yep, lock in. Well, I got all these batteries though, so
right. Have you been keeping up with like that One Wheel company is doing?
One Wheel?
Yeah.
Like the Mr. Garrison thing?
No, like the Adam Savage rides around on it.
Oh yeah, okay.
The One Wheel.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently they're kind of dicky about you can't fix it. If you try to fix it, it'll like soft brick itself. And there was this one guy like selling a chip. He's like, hey, if you want to upgrade your battery or anything, you can install it in there, like suing him.
Jesus.
Just not being very cool about this stuff.
Yeah.
Grapple? Is that a Metroid? Or an
Grappling
Axiom?
beam? Yeah. That's a Metroid. That's like clearly a Chozo statue. Yep. Strider's playing Super Metroid.
Oh, that statue doesn't mean anything, baby. I see that statue in Hollow Knight. I see that statue in what else was I playing? Oh, the weird RPG game we were playing a couple weeks ago. That was really good. Breaks the controller. I mean, you know what? Part of me gets it when you're dealing with high voltage stuff like that. Like, I understand as the manufacturer not wanting people to biznort themselves in the eventual lawsuit. What are your thoughts on this, Jordan's Fine?
I don't know. There's a fine line between like, hey, let's stop our customers from stabbing their shit with a screwdriver and getting electrocuted, and
They're burning their house down. Tap that pause button, fam. How are we doing it this week?
I guess it's
Jordan.
me, Pedro, you. Yep.
Yeah, sure. I'll wait to the end. I can be patient. Ish.
Patient.
Stinking Rose, I didn't know that name. Garlic head is, or a head of garlic is the term that I usually hear when referring to a group of cloves.
Peter Garlic head came
Yeah.
to town. Yeah. Crash test dummies, man.
Garlic head sounds like some kind of sex act. It's when you eat a big Italian dinner and then, you know what, never mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, prepare yourself for the chair acquisition, where we do a little bit of QA analytics game using our 3 different boxes. But just to keep shit interesting, we got to deliver our individual opinions, thoughts, hints, and allegations in under 3 minutes, or bomb explodes. You just get muted and we move to the next person. Keeps it short and sweet. Now, I'm recording. Are you ready, Jordan?
I am ready.
Then make it so. Number 1, 2, and 3.
Engage! It's time for the chair acquisition number 1. This time we're I'm too distracted by my bad Picard impression. Welcome to the chair acquisition. This is where we take a game, we run it on a bunch of different Linux distributions on a bunch of different hardware, and then we give you our galactic score based on our
That looks
divinely
like a
inspired
rose.
lawn. Yeah, it's Stinky Rose.
Stinky Rose.
Based on lawn chairs. 1 chair means it's great. 1 chair means that it's trash. 4 chairs means that it's great. This week we're taking a look at Trigon, a space story developed by Senur.tech. You can pick it up for $19.99. It's done on the Unity engine. What is it? Trigon Space Story sees you take command of your very own spaceship, carry out tactical battles, defend your vessel against space pirates, and escape from enemy territory. On your voyages, you'll face a slew of tricky decisions in your quest to uncover the mystery of the galaxy. So we got to do some disclosure. The devs sent us 3 keys. I had actually bought my copy beforehand, so I'm giving you my full uncensored opinion, unlike these bought out shills. So I guess I'll get into it. On Fedora 35 64-bit with the R9 3900X and the GTX 1080 Ti. Yeah, it launches out of the box. Holds 180 plus frames a second at 1080p. Runs a little bit of poo for me at UHD on the old 1080 Ti. Graphically, yeah, there's some pretty space backgrounds. There's some 3D art. I don't know. The Expanse kind of ruined me with the vertically stacked ships. Seeing everything standing on a long, flat, horizontal plane seems wrong now. I want my hard sci-fi, damn it. Music straight up reminds me of Beast Wars, which is not a bad thing. Fun-wise, yeah, it's hard. It's a lot harder than FTL. Part of that is because of the new systems that Trigon introduces. Now you have to worry about hunger, morale, a captain who takes his run and goes to hell when he dies. Not to mention upgrades are now split across 2 currencies. Scrap, which you can use to upgrade or heal yourself, or credits, which you can use to bribe people or buy stuff at space stations. There's a key difference there because it means you can't upgrade stuff as quickly as you want. You might want to save your scrap for upgrading your weapons, but if there isn't a space station in sight, you might need to heal yourself. And credits, well, you can use them to buy stuff, but it also locks dialogue options if you don't have enough. Your crew can also level up, gets new abilities. Cool. And I think that's cool because the upper end stuff gives you access to some of the more broken species abilities like in FTL, like free power or like free upgrades for systems for like specialized engineers and stuff. I thought that was a really neat way to like make everyone kind of unique. I managed to complete the 2nd quest given me so far, but I was so low health that I got blown up by the 3rd quest mini box. So I'm going to give you some tips I found for staying alive that I found semi-helpful. Target oxygen, shields, helm, and weapons in that order because the enemy AI prioritizes oxygen over all other systems. Not so useful when you're fighting all robot crews, but still useful. Don't bother upgrading your shields at first. Level 2 shields in FTL can basically get you through most of the game aside from the last section. Level 2 shields in Trigon gives you 10 extra seconds of safety. If you can get 2+ plasma turrets or any sort of like laser weapon, you're golden. It's just the whole laser strategy from FTL. So, end of the day, I liked it. It has FTL's bones, but it's a very, very different beast. Some of the changes to the base formula are pretty neat. Some seem a little unnecessary. I like it. I'm going to give it 3 chairs. What do you think, Pedro? Under 3 minutes.
Yeah, see, I didn't like FTL quite as much as you did, but we'll get to that. Over here on the Ryzen 7 3700X and the GTX 1080, originally I actually thought that it didn't support anything above 60, but then both Ven and Jordan was like, yeah, it does. Like, all right, I'll go back into the game and try to figure out what I was doing wrong. Turns out nothing. You just have to quit the game and restart it to see the actual change in the FPS limitation. So, okay. It can actually hold, if I set it to very low, 2560 by 1440, it actually holds 144 FERPs. So, all right, good enough. On Ultra, I could only get it to like 70 or 80. On the Steam Deck, it holds 60. On the high preset, above that, it has problems maintaining 60, even at the 1280 by 800. So clearly, those particle effects, which seems to be the only thing that changes between the different graphical settings, those have some impact on the performance. But the music, though, I'll be nice and say that it was unintrusive. You could put a gun to my head and ask me to describe the music that was in the game, and it's like, I don't know, I don't remember. So yes, it clearly was so unintrusive that I can't even remember that it was there. But as for the fun, like I said, I don't like FTL as much as Jordan, but I liked what it did. And Trigon wants to be FTL and expand on it, which is not a problem. You know, conceptually, that's exactly what you want to do. The FTL already exists, so you want to be more, or you want to take that platform as a jumping off step to do something slightly different. That's fine. The problem is how completely broken and unbalanced some of the enemy ships are. If you've been watching the video version, when Jordan was doing his bit, 2 of my crewmates got teleported out of my ship and into the enemies, and then I blew up the enemy ship because I don't have control over the teleporter because my ship doesn't have a teleporter, so I couldn't get my crew members back. So I blow up the ship, and my 2 crewmates are gone.
What the fuck?
I don't know. But
Pedro said hold a gun to his head.
Fair enough.
So yeah, it is. If they manage to do that to your captain and then you blow up your captain, it's game over. If this happens at the start, that's fine. If this happens like an hour into a run, you're gonna be pissed. And FTL, I always found that it was hard but fair. Trigon, that's not fair. And RNGesus will fuck you up the first chance it gets. So 2 chairs for me.
Oh, chairs!
How about you, Ven?
Oh man, let's see if I can do this. Let me reset. Okay. Yeah, sorry to hold that AK-47 to your head. There,
what are you talking about? That was an AR-15, clearly.
It's clearly a bazooka. What are
we, newscasters now? Check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, over here in Debian 11 LAN, doing pretty good with the 3060 Threadripper 1920X, 32 gigajoules RAM, all that fun stuff. Getting around 103 FERPs at 1080 with everything on YOLO. Good to see that. You know, it's a 1080p gaming card, in my opinion. 30 frames per second at 2160p mediums, and about 60 on low. So if you really dial it back, but again, you can't really tell too much of a difference between ultra and not ultra. Not a whole lot in the way of fast moving action going on, so you could probably get away with like 30 FPS. You're going to be good with this, playing it on your Steam Deck or anything like that. Windowed and full screen options, love seeing that. That's brilliant. Rebindable keys, that's the thing. And it's acceptably pretty. You know? It's nothing to sneeze at. Now, let's talk about fun, because everyone's thinking, and you've probably already said it in chat, it's FTL. Well, you ever wish that FTL had a survival mode, like a la Metro 2033? Because, yeah, that's kind of what this is. I get that it's part of like a roguelike game, but damn, you die a lot. First game, I was killed while trying to read something. I died. Asteroids killed me while I was trying to read something on screen. Well done. You know what? My first run might have been RNG. Like, it could have been an RNG pity fuck, because I almost lasted 40 minutes in that. I made it to the station, made it to the robot planet, got my little robot buddy. I was cruising around back in the SS because fuck you. That's why I showed up and just like 3-shotted me and I was done. And this was on easy mode too. I did 2 far less successful runs, and really trying to wrap my head around things, but death, she comes quick and swift. I died again. You just keep dying. Pedro, how many times did you die during all your runs?
Many times.
All right.
One run I lost like immediately because.
So that sounds like a lot. You know what? I learned something though. Learn not to let the captain die, because then blammo, you die too. I got a screenshot in our Discord of that. This led to saving the captain for last at all costs, then dying. Granted, I was a bit shit, because running around repairing the ships, I wasn't very good at that. That was on me. But it does have a nice upgrade system that I did notice. You know, you get the scraps and you get the money and you can boop things up, get your weapons upgraded, shield, hull, all that. Buy lottery tickets. Lottery tickets are kind of big right at the beginning of the game. But here's the thing. Trigun never closed the game loop with me. It just didn't click. And it managed to piss me off a little bit. This is good in a game. From my perspective, make me a little bit angry, make me want to, like, I'm going to show this game that I'm a sentient meat unit. But getting nope so quickly prevented me from being invested or just coming back to it. You know, I did come back to it for testing. I got about 50 minutes into this, but all that said, I really feel that the developers made the game that they wanted to make. They had the foresight to release a demo, so you can taste the nonsense before committing. And, you know, if you like the idea of FTL, but, you know, the grind starts at level 0, might be worth a look. How about that? I'll say 2. Don't feel terribly qualified to speak on the topic because I wasn't a massive fan compared to Jordan. Like, if anybody was going to love this game, it was going to be Jordan. Jordan,
I'll
lived FTL for a long time, man.
I just like all of Subset Games as games. I think they're a bunch of good
I
game
much
designers.
preferred Into the Breach. Into the Breach, I get that one. Yes.
Yeah. No, I liked FTL. I loved Into the Breach. I have like 300 hours of Into the Breach on my Switch. It's bad. But
hey, look on the
like
right side.
30
We
hours.
made it all the way through the review without calling this the Dark Souls of FTL.
It really,
You ruined it.
there's not enough dodge rolling for it to be the Dark Souls of FTL.
Man.
Yeah, no, the ship should have a dodge roll button.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see this game like a year from now, because they're like, based on the feedback, I hope they go back and rebalance some of the stuff.
They are.
And
I was looking at like the
to see,
latest update. They were doing balancing. So, I mean, they might whittle a game. I'm scared, not scared, a little worried that they're going to nerf the game down. You know, they had the idea, we want this game to be fuck you hard like this, and there's a lot of RNG to this, no matter how good you are. Go back and watch George's Thursday stream.
Oh yeah, no, that was getting my shit blown up.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just fuck stacked against you. I mean, I never get out of like the human category. You got to unlock the other classes. And,
Yeah, I haven't even unlocked any of the other guys.
and you're like in the 99 percentile of everyone else. So like, fuck.
I even tried to kill, because I got lucky in one of the runs and I ran into a ship that only had 2 crew people. And I tried, okay, I'm going to try and kill the crew, but leave the ship intact to see if I unlock the new ship. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, no,
The ship blew up before I could kill them.
It's hard to imagine like FTL but more unforgiving, and I don't know if you're that kind of person who loves to like build their sandcastle right at the edge of the beach only for like waves come to like knock it over only to start again. This game might be for you.
I think that was my big thing. I couldn't justify getting, for me, terribly invested in it because I knew death was the next screen away. Like,
Yeah, but again, I think it's that gambling thing, right? It's like how long can you ride the streak until it runs out? And
right. Cool.
All right, yeah. Coming up next, we talk about some game demos, and we debate whether gravity is real or not.
Gravity
I don't think it
Falls.
is. I don't think it is. I think it's myth.
It's a theory.
Gravity, no escaping.
Where's the stream chatty thing? There it is. I can move you back. Scooch. Hopefully that will. Yeah. I was smart enough to just duplicate that.
Oh, I thought that sound was Ven. That was Pedro drinking
Clack.
Monster energy drink.
Glug, glug, glug.
which does open, because the kernel modules being the thing that interacts with the kernel, does open the community to basically introducing a lot of new stuff to the drivers, which that's the nice bit.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be as good, though, as, like, Valve just, like, straight up unfucking Elden Ring at the driver level.
Making Elden Ring work better on Proton than it does on Windows.
Yeah, because that's what you can get when you have full access to the driver stack, yep. which is not what NVIDIA is providing. But you know, it's a start. It's better than nothing. I'm not saying we should all suck NVIDIA's dicks, but I'm not saying we should be not discount it either.
No, dude, like even if they went like for whatever moon reason, right, and they just came out and opened the entire stack and released the firmware, like, well, they took too long to do it.
Well, the thing that it took too long to do was actually support GameScope, and these first little dingleberry that they let out of their ass doesn't work very well.
Listen, they got to get everything together because they're working on a deal with NVIDIA. NVIDIA and Intel are going to be making their own version of the Game Gear.
I can definitely see them
called
putting
a laptop. It's just Intel processor, NVIDIA GPU. It's just a laptop. Again,
I want to see NVIDIA. Like,
you're crackly again, buddy.
I'm very crackly. God damn it! I'm not logging X runs. I think this is just the interface being a butt. One moment, please.
I don't know. It's going to be... Yeah, at least you'll be able to use like Turing and Ampere a lot long. They're going to have a lot longer runway.
And even if NVIDIA goes, yeah, we don't support it with like the blob anymore, people can go, yeah, but the shim still works, and we just made it so that you can still load the blob on these versions. Yeah. So yeah, it is effectively in perpetuity now.
Don't make them take it back. Don't hurt their feelings, everyone.
No, this is a good step. It was what they did was not much of anything at all, but it opens the doors because the licensing that they attributed to that was GPL and MIT. So yeah, the community can do whatever the hell they want to those kernel modules now, and it will probably just make the driver experience for NVIDIA on Linux a lot better.
It will. I mean, yeah, I mean, as much as I'd like to believe that this had something to do with a leak, that timeline does not line up because you don't get something prepared to be released publicly in that short amount of time, man. It's not enough runway.
They said what? Lapses told them, yeah, you have a month to do that. It's not going to happen. Just not going to happen.
This had to have been in work for years. Oh, man. Oh. Can I set that there so I'll quit kicking it? Will it fit?
And yes, the leak had everything, or damn near everything.
I wouldn't know. Couldn't look at it.
I'd never looked at the files proper, but I read all the news of the people who claimed that they did, so...
I don't know. I mean, when I think about like game engines, drivers, and stuff like that, hardware, yeah, like this is like where I can be bought. Like, your firmware, yeah, that'd be nice to have open source firmware, but that's not a deal breaker for me. Never has been. I'm not going to pretend like all of a sudden, like, gasp and clutch my CUDA cores, and yeah.
And that's the thing that they brought up. CUDA, specifically not being open source, or any of the other user-level tools.
Why would they want to open source their moneymaker?
Yeah.
That would make no sense.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, AMD and Intel, we support CUDA now.
Whatever happened to that project?
The CUDA on OpenCL or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did they just finally admit that OpenCL was too much of a mess to make that work?
Yeah, I think Kronos is just like, yo, just use Vulkan for compute. You can, yeah, you might as well.
Yeah, it can do that.
Yeah, well, they're saying like they're looking at moving a bunch of like the OpenCL extensions like or to like provide them some Vulkan equivalents so that you can do compute.
I mean, it's going to take time.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
for sure.
Even AMD's like, wait, this OpenCL thing's fucked. Let's not worry about it.
They have a new thing now, right? It's their own.
Well, Blender had to do something. I forget what it was, but yeah, Blender just straight up abandoned OpenCL, and rightfully so.
So if you got AMD, like, what do you got for GPU acceleration now? Just Bubkiss?
For what? Blender? No,
for like for like compute or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, compute? I have no idea. You probably have an NVIDIA card. Just being honest.
Yeah.
But I mean, things do get a little more interesting though when you think about even on the compute stack and with Intel, because one of the things they were going to be leveraging is still leveraging the iGPU.
Yeah.
In tandem.
I mean, yeah, AMD's been dicking around with that too. The heterogeneous compute. Yeah, just because like the silicon's there, right? You might as well use it.
Right.
Move like some of the cryptographic stuff to the GPU, maybe, or whatever. I don't know. Stuff that requires like large arrays of processors that aren't super well suited for like single task execution.
It's going to be interesting. I mean, I really wish we were having the conversation of like, oh yes, and my Intel card. Like now is where we should be having that conversation. I genuinely hope Intel doesn't Intel the card. They're discrete GPUs.
Should have been out in the beginning of the year.
I think somebody listen, there are people at Intel right now. Intel is a massive company. There are people working for Intel who have fuck all idea that they're making discrete GPUs.
They think they're making toasters?
No, I mean, like in their science, like materials department, there's segments that have fuck all idea. Like, what? Oh, we are? Huh, neat.
I guess, yeah, your problem space is like, we need to speed up like shit from transistor A to transistor B or whatever. How do we do that? Or, yeah. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
That's how you know it's good. Dun, dun, dun,
Let's
dun, dun.
rock.
This is
Goddamn
frantic.
alien bastards shooting down my
15190.
ride.
The Megadeth cover of that was super good.
Of what?
The grab bag from Duke Nukem.
I gotta get the outro music.
I have no idea if it was actually a Megadeth cover. I remember on LimeWire that's what it was listed as. I could be. There are a lot of songs I thought were sung by other artists because
Apparently Weird Al Yankovic did all of the parody songs.
Yeah.
Literally all of them.
Yep. So sometimes like things will be mislabeled, and then you'll see like on a Wikipedia article like this song is sometimes labeled this on file sharing software. Why?
Someone got it wrong back in the LimeWire/Emule days.
So here's a
And
legitimate,
no one corrected it.
legitimate question from an old man. What do the kids use these days?
Spotify.
Yeah.
No, I mean
They can just listen for free.
Or YouTube.
yeah. Is that it?
Pretty much, yeah. There's no reason to like download albums anymore.
What if you don't have persistent internet connection?
Then
Then you probably
peer-to-peer
have
is not-
physical media and something to run them on.
Yeah, peer-to-peer is not going to be super useful for you then.
Incorrect, because peer-to-peer was over dial-up, baby, which was not a persistent online connection. Ring, ring.
Yeah. Still gonna get a fraction of a file until someone calls you.
I'm not arguing that. That's how we had to do it back in the day. You're not telling me anything.
I remember that. Yes, I know. I lived through it. That's how I got grab bagged by Megadeth, supposedly.
All right, everyone. Let's put a bow on it. Last segment of the night. We got 2 little bits of hate mail. People want to reach out and touch us. That's fine. They can do that. It's allowed. But Pedro's going to tell you how you can go about that in 3, 2.
I don't know. If you want to emulate Duran Duran with our vocal cords, you have some work cut out for you. But hey, chances are you have a favorite song.
What?
Maybe it was even...
I don't know. I was just thinking, like, maybe I could do that. I've never been able to make like an auto-tune plugin delete itself, but...
But yeah, if you maybe you have a favorite song, or you too have created a plugin that self-destructed somehow, please do share your story. Go to linuxgamecast.com, hit the contact button. There's a form you gotta fill. LGC Weekly is the show that you want to pick in the topic drop box. There's some caveats at the top. Kind of want to read them, especially if you're trying to send us keys, like a
Someone
person.
did.
Yeah, someone actually read the thing at the top, which is very, very nice.
What?
Thank you.
I gotta be honest. Here's the thing. You got it on a second go.
Oops.
Well, you know, improvement, right?
Hey, no, this tells me that reading comprehension is still alive. Maybe not well, but it is alive. And I go through like spam blogs. Like once I just happened to be going through it, and I saw like just one hit, because normally all these spam bots set it knows you have hundreds and thousands of hits on that IP address or that account name. And I saw one. I'm like, what? Oh, that's yes. And he tried to like put all the links in the first go. I'm like, uh-oh. He figured it out, though. He got it through. It's kind of brilliant. But before we talk about that, we were talking about demos, why demos are important. And, the game that we threw chairs at this week had a demo. And I think that is by design from the ground up. Like, because they were going to be dealing with a lot of returns, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, this game, you need to taste this game. And I think that speaks to more than just, like, super hard, specialized niche games like, FTL survival mode. And Ayrton has wrote in, kind of shares those feels a little bit, right?
Yeah, they say, yes, demos for all the games. Also, reviewed game. What is great that runs on the Godot, or what's great is that it runs on the Godot engine, so there's a good chance it will still be playable years down the road. What was he talking about again? I'm completely...
the Zelda pot throwing game.
Leela Skyark. There you go. Yeah,
yes, thank you.
I have Steam open and I'm like trying to remember what the hell was that? What the hell was that? Scrolling.
Yeah, no, it was the Zelda bomb game mechanics game. That's all I could remember.
Yeah, no, but to that point, yeah. Demos are good. Yeah, lets you try before you buy it. And I don't know. We're running into this issue right now with Unity games on the topic of like Godot games being able to run forever. Mm-hmm. Unity games are kind of hitting their shelf life right now. We see guys like Armello, their multiplayer service just straight up axed cross-platform multiplayer, right?
Right.
These Unity Godot games are getting a lot older and older. They're going to be stuck with Screams of Nope, which are not going to get them deck verified. I don't think Godot, we haven't seen enough Godot games around long enough to see if that is actually true.
Let's be honest, Godot hasn't been around in a workable state to make a game with long enough to where it's had to deal with backwards compatibility and how long.
Yeah, if it's exporting like app images, then I mean, sure, that's you got a good chance that you'll be able to run that in the future, but it's no guarantee.
Yeah, this is true. But made with Linux, retro indie Gravity. Would you trust independent Gravity? If the Gravity salesman showed up to your house and he's like, listen, we got big corporate Gravity. Don't pay any attention. I want you to check out our homegrown
our Gravity has a
single source organic Gravity.
In retro. Canada, they shut the Gravity off after 9 p.m. anyways, so I'd be down for some independent Gravity.
I think that's responsible. You want to conserve nature's resources, and you don't want to run out of gravity.
There's only so much gravity on the planet.
Sometimes you want a little bit extra though, and it's good to have the option. So indie Gravity, there you go.
John is talking. Well, he actually read the thing and it's like, I'm writing to you about Gravity Ace, an indie gravity shooter about to leave early access. Yes. Gravity Ace is a love letter to classics like Thrust from 1986. Good year. And Gravidar 1982. With modernized gameplay and graphics, gameplay focuses on player movement, momentum, and gravity. It's like a precision platformer in space. You're starting to lose me there.
Retro. Didn't we play another game like that recently?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it either, but yes. Yeah. And a powerful level editor. That's very good. That allows players to play and share their own levels. All 50 levels in Gravity Ace were made with Gravity Ace. Very good. It's currently in early access with a free demo. Full release on May 26th. That's actually not very far off, so all right.
I think it was Gun Tech. That was the one.
There's a couple things with this.
Yes, it was.
Currently, there's a demo. Again, that's awesome. $14.99. No multiplayer in this. Let's see. What do we need to run it? Can we get away with the calculator? 2 gigs of RAM.
2 gigs of RAM, yes.
Yeah. NVIDIA or Radeon graphics card.
You can run that on one of Pedro's netbooks.
And redeem some keys. Redeem my key for it, just to give it a little test drive before the show so I could speak to it. It was, a little bit of a little taste. And yeah, it's imagine like, a retro booster type thing.
Mm-hmm.
That type of gameplay, but it's got that level editor in it, and they're showing that off right now here. Let me go back to that. That's pretty damn dope. And you can make something crazy, or you got to, save the people on the planets and like gather fuel and stuff like that. But the presentation's slick as hell. I was not expecting that. It is done very, very well. So
that's very smooth. The animations and everything is like very, very nice.
But good job.
Even down to the ability to make your own levels, story dialogue. Come on, like you can like do your own modules for this, and I look forward to the Linux Gamecast.
The LGC level, the
LGC in space.
Oh man, maybe that's what we should do. I should make a level. Pedro should make a level. Ven should make a level, and just see what is the least playable out of all three.
If you can defeat all three, you get a bite-sized Snickers.
Something like that.
I hope the level editor doesn't let you share it until you've proven that you can beat it.
Mario Maker rules.
Yes.
You tricksy.
That's why you leave the
otherwise
developer
that would be some bullshit.
Yeah.
That would be a thing, but that's going to do it for this week. Episode 500 Native Linux Gamecast Weekly. We enjoyed hanging out with you. Hopefully you were able to choke down another helping of us, but on that delicious us bombshell. You can always find us 8:30 Eastern Standard Time every Saturday night right here on Twitch. An hour before that, if you're one of the cool mentally deranged people who support us via Patreon, you can hop into our pre super shows and hot takes on what's going on in the world, science, movies, technology, and I don't know.
Star Trek. Mostly Star Trek.
A lot of Star Trek in there, and see how the sausage is made. If you want to get a hold of me, just add Vinstone on the Twitters. Or at Vin, because you like the Mastodon, I'll give you a Mastodon. It's at mast.linuxgamecast.com. I also post there when I remember.
I'm Jordan. I'm so big, I generate my own gravity. If you want to get caught in my orbit, check out Twitter at The Burning Fool or twitch.tv/burningfool.
And I would like to extend my thanks / apologies to the person that followed me on Mastodon earlier this week. A disorderly fashion. Thank you, and I'm sorry. I'm technically there, but I don't use it. If you'd like to actually get in touch with me on one of the social networks, Twitter, at unaccounted for, that's kind of where you should be going.
Oh, yes. Man, you gotta go check out his OnlyFam.
His OnlyFans.
OnlyFam. Don't do that. Don't look that up, and let's not wish it into existence. Let's roll some credits.
It's too late. Man, I want some meatballs. Damn it. Barbecue sauce, that'd be very, very tasty. Gotta thank our advisors, Omega's Arthur.
Canadian barbecue sauce meatballs?
Yeah, all the Bar Brand, Scott Michaud, Atomic S, Mike G, Mike T, drummer, Kohaku, George, Tomas, our executive producers, and Chicago Kicks Ass, Darkwing, and Abstraction, aka Nixon Spearmint. Ugh, fuck.
Sea Monsters, Renault, Ryder X Machina, Trudgy, Vertanuta, Justin, Frostclaw, Strider, Nubbin, and David. With the Death Notes, Nova, Basil, and that's getting very tiny, Chad, Romeo, Gaijure,
So tiny.
It's fine. And
these
all
fuckers.
of the new fuckers, they went away.
The new
So
fuckers.
fast.
Fuck
Too
this
fast, too
market.
furious. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Bye,
LGC
bye,
edition.
everyone. We'll see you next week.
Sim.
There you go. You gotta get the huff in there. That's what the letter is called. The huff.
The huff. Don't hassle the huff.
Yeah. David Hasselhoff.
Hey, we did it. No major fires. I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Nothing that couldn't be recovered from. So, after show. I'm going to cut on our after shows in box. If you want to hop into the after shows in channel and want to participate in voice, or if you just want to listen, that'll be open to our viewing audience, maybe listening audience. Maybe get your eyes closed. Probably for the best.
You got eyes open, ears plugged.
Yes.
Yeah, just watching it. Trying to read our lips.
Okay. Let's cut on another heat generator. Yay.
Oh yeah.
5.
I have the kitchen window open. It's not enough of an aperture
Don't you
to
fucking
get all the
hate
heat
it
away.
when it's like nice and cool outside, but you open the window and there's like just static pressure on both sides? You're like, fuck off with that. Really?
Yeah.
You're like,
Just shh.
Stop it.
Come on,
Stop
it's
it.
colder there. It's hotter in here, so the heat should be trying to equalize. Go, scooch out.
not having it.
Exhaust, baby.
Canadian gravity. Not even once.
Is it at the watershed that they turn off the gravity?
Hey man, we're in a low gravity situation.
Yeah. That's why I do all my weight training at night. So that, like, oh yeah, the barbell's
I
fully
do all
loaded.
of my training at 2 times Earth gravity.
Half Earth's gravity, yeah. That's why. Gravity's turned off. Yeah, that fully loaded barbell looks real impressive. It weighs nothing.
That was a good scene though when Vegeta was
Yeah.
yeah, it's like just jumping up and down, like practicing this boxing. All right, you're about to get wrecked. That was a good series. The Buu series, and the Majin Buu, whatever became of that old Buu.
Old Boo, he's still around. He was in Super. He was one of the characters.
Yeah,
Well, so there were multiple Boos because there was
it
like
got
the evil
confusing because I'm like, is that like humanoid Kid Buu now? I'm like, all right, there's a lot I've missed out on.
Yeah, Kid Buu was the original one. Then he started sucking up all the Kamis.
The Kais.
Kais, yes.
Actually,
And
gotta push up
one
my
of
invisible glasses.
the last one he sucked up was the big one that also altered his personality a little bit. It was so good that it made Majin Buu a little bit good.
He was so good it made him neutral. That was
Yeah.
what it was. And then Mr. Satan makes friends with him. Evil Boo comes out. Evil Boo turns into like the other principal villain, and then Fat
Sucks
Boo
up
sticks
the
around.
original one and becomes like half in betweeny. And then they pull the Fat Boo and everyone else that he'd sucked up to that point, and he becomes Kid Boo again, which is somehow even stronger.
No, not as strong actually. That's why the Spirit Bomb was able to take him out.
And anybody just tuning in right now, listen, this is a Linux, but you knew we were going to talk about DBC at some point.
Oh yeah, no,
Right? Like,
no, we're getting, not even like briefly talking.
put
We're into
down
the
your
weeds.
fucking bingo piece. You got it, right?
We're talking about like deep DBZ lore now at this point. Look,
And the earring fusion between Vegeta
Potara.
and Goku,
Yes.
which was Vegito?
Vegeta, yes. Half Vegito, half Vegeta, half Kakaroto, which makes sense in Japanese, but not in English. Like, where did the TO come from? Anyways, I like the fact that Boo turns Vegito into a piece of candy, who is still so powerful that he kicks the shit out of Boo as a piece of candy.
Yep.
That's some baller shit right there.
As Vegeta lets itself be caught, and then Boo eats him, and then they separate as soon as they get swallowed. Like
they didn't know that was going to happen, though. But yeah, and then they get everyone out, and then Spirit Bomb, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. Spoilers for Dragon Ball Z, by the way, which I believe ended in '96.
Yeah, it's been damn near 30 years.
Rabbi Vegeta, when did? Oh yeah, that was my favorite episode when Vegeta converts to Judaism and then gets a circumcision. Yeah. he has a bar mitzvah and everything. Hokuto no Ken is also pretty good. Their theme song is "You Wa," as in like the Japanese word "wa," shock. I don't even.
Omae wa mou shinderu.
Roses are red, violets are blue, baby. No,
you're already dead.
Yeah, the American dub didn't finish until much later, but like that's because they kept airing the Frieza saga over and over and over and over and over and over again.
They repeated episodes a lot.
Yeah. Like, it's interesting going back and looking at, like, the actual production schedule of Dragon Ball Z, because it was crazy. They had, like... That's why those episodes are all, like, 16 minutes long. They're, like... They had, like... They were, like, waiting for manga chapters to come out so they could animate it. That's why, like, Garlic Jr. exists. That's why the best episode of Dragon Ball Z, where Goku and Vegeta go get their driver's licenses, exists.
Yes.
The single greatest episode of Dragon Ball ever produced.
And then Goku and Piccolo get into a car race.
I don't know. The fact that Piccolo drives like a slow old lady is hysterical to me. Mm-hmm. And that was like pre-Kami too, so you can't even justify him being just an old man driving.
Oh yeah, he only merges with Kami after that.
Yeah. Because
it's for the Cell games, yeah.
Not even for the Cell games, it's just Form 1 Cell and Android right. 17. I know way too much about Dragon Ball.
I know which arc it was, but that's about it.
How do I have a wife? What the fuck?
Do something weird.
That looks like an 80s game.
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah. Would you like to play a game? Vectrex 16-bit.
Yeah, I don't know how many people got around. I think tonight we're just going to play a couple of rounds of tanks and call it a night.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Tanks
easy
is nice.
Easy peasy. Just sit back with our hot stuff selves.
Our legally distinct hot stuff.
Right. You can get away with this. That's about it, though.
Yeah, because it's like under a second of hot stuff.
Yeah. I'm like, well played.
Yep.
I mean, like, covers are still in the gray area.
Sampling. Man, like music sampling and stuff like that, I'd love to convince myself my favorite background noise this week has been Deadmau5 versus Unreal Engine 5.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that dude legitimately knows his shit. Like, he's not like, he's writing shaders. Like, alright, that's more than I know how to do. that's on the right thing. We're going to tap that button, and that should bring in...
There we go. I hear him.
Hey!
Woo!
See? We made a thing happen.
It worked.
Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
This dream sucks, Dufresne.
Wait, this is a dream? This whole time?
Wouldn't that piss you off? You wake up and you're like 9.
No, because you know
I've already lived an entire life. What the hell?
Well, no, because the thing too is like
well lived.
when you learn French in a dream, you don't learn French in real life. So all that shit you know, all this expertise that you have, is complete poo poo.
Yeah,
it's not how
all made
it works
up
at all. Your brain made it up. That's the big fuck you about it. It's like, oh yeah, I'll wake up and I'll be like 9 years old and I'll know all the right thing. No, you don't. Your brain made that up.
Yeah, no. You think you know how to put computers together? Nah. When you wake up, there are no computers.
No, it's like computers. Like you open it up and it's just something completely different. There's like sausages in there or some shit, right?
It's a biological. Yeah.
Yeah, like no. Clearly, you didn't get like your GeForce 1080 Ti, and it's just like a hot dog bun plugged into the thing. Like, yeah. Like clearly, you know jack shit. Your brain made that up in the dream. You wake up and your computer is still running Windows ME.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
With an A1 socket.
I was running 2000, not ME. Fuck ME.
I read ME right up until XP came out.
I bypassed ME and when I went with 2000 because I knew it was better.
Can you help me get my Ubuntu 15.10 install working again?
Oh man, imagine going back from like modern Linux to like Fedora Core 1.
Let's talk about the change between 2015 and 2018 with AMD drivers.
They went from being technically there to, oh yeah, no, this is actually workable now.
Gamotron, are you still there? Are you
How
awake?
do I install AMD drivers? You just boot the OS.
Yeah, you plug in your video card and it works.
Pretend like FGLRX doesn't exist, or the new AMD GPU Pro don't exist.
I got a 6600 XT and I'm like, shoot, is this gonna work? I plug it in, I hit the power button, and it just boots the Pop! OS. I'm like, huh? How about
who is brother Cobb?
I don't know.
NIGB?
I'm
pretty sure that's a random.
Hang on, let me try to read these things. There's some sort of
robot filter.
Weird reverb on the Discord audio stream.
I wonder if it's bandwidth limit or a bandwidth issue, because for a moment there, Jordan sounded like a robot.
What are you talking about, Patrick? I am a flesh bag, just like you.
Hang on, let me see.
I'm not seeing any feedback or anything.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything too odd.
Are you guys talking about what's on the stream, or like this is what I'm trying to figure out?
In the Discord.
I believe Miss Sterler and Dawn is talking about on the stream.
Yes, on the stream. So,
You want me to duck over and check? I'll go do that.
yeah, pop over, give me an idea of what's actually going on. And I will take a look at the routing. Because this is all brand new routing. Where are you at, Numberpad? Come back. Never leave me again.
I wonder if Brother Cobb is going to take the hint and just poof by himself.
No, sounds fine.
Stream sounds fine?
Stream sounds fine. Yep.
Could you check the Discord? Because now, like...
Yeah. I'm saying things and words and multiple things. Could it be reverb? Could it be something else? I'm not sure. Exterminate.
Discord sounds fine on the stream. I don't know. I can pop my head into the Discord channel and see myself.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
'Cause
gonna
we're-
mute my.
we're getting,
I'm
like,
gonna mute myself in Jitsi so that yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Everyone else?
It's jarring when you're hearing Jordan through Jitsi and then you hear him coming through this Discord.
Oh, I
That's-
can-
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, sounds fine here.
sounds fine to me.
Yeah,
All right.
I just
Look out of here.
checked right now. And sounds good here.
All right.
And remember to unmute Jitsi. There we go.
What was that?
I have to. I had to unmute Jitsi. Yeah.
I just checked the
It's
stream.
the
and
Discord
it's
audio
fine
on the
here.
stream. Why don't we have like this complete picture from round 1 instead of 10 minutes in here?
I don't know. It sounds fine to me. Maybe
Yeah.
a little tinny, but that's it.
So it's only when Discord people are talking?
Only when Discord people are talking.
Let's have a look-see.
Oh, Lady of the Round Table. You'll learn soon enough. Just like
Oh,
Brother
yeah.
Cobb.
It's the wrong crew if you just want to pick up game.
If you want to join randos, dude, not us.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What?
We got a random
Lady
in
of the
room.
Round Table is saying, hello, friendly people.
Oh.
Why aren't you readying up? I don't understand.
So 6 out. Let me have a look at OBS guests. Centrec 14. Mayhaps be the problem.
Cool.
14 goes to 8, and 8 goes to fuck all nothing. All right, so hang on. Let's see if this fixes it. Let me disconnect that, and 8 goes.
And I miss you.
Say
Yeah,
something.
the skill
Discord.
rating confuses me. Is it lower or higher that's better?
Saying
It's
a
like
few
golf.
things.
It's like golf.
Golf with friends. Isn't that on sale at the moment?
Yeah, that doesn't. I think that's right.
No, that's not what I was talking about, Patrick.
Oh. Well, it is on sale.
Mazel tov. I'll throw them a bone. This is a room for a live stream game.
Centrec
We're
15.
gonna be waiting.
That might be it. That's probably it. Out disconnect. So, who are you really going out to? That's the real question. Centrec 14. God damn it. Makes sense. Five out to 6. Maybe 4. What's going on? Like, a lot of people are seeing the chat. I'm trying to work here. If you could fill some people in. that'd be cool.
We're just messing with the rando who joined the room.
Yeah.
Epic.
Okay. So, it's Discord audio on the stream. Discord, say some things so Alan can slowly. drip out.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing, Alan? Are you not dead yet?
I
hope you're not
counted
dead
to
yet.
5 today.
Nice.
You counted to 5. Good job.
Yeah.
Quit showing off.
I can count a potato.
I
One.
was only ever taught how to count the purple.
Potato.
I like breathing air.
I poked my eye
You
with
can
my
breathe
straw.
air?
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
asthmatic.
look,
That's something
I'm
impossible
slowly
for me to do.
teaching myself how to breathe water. I keep choking, but I'll get there.
I believe in you, Pedro. I think you can do it. Try harder.
Oh.
They changed their name for the stream. What?
Looks like she looked for Ven and didn't find
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Let's do the promotion thing, Pedro.
Let's see. YouTube.com.
No,
Linux Gamecast. Someone's got audio feedback.
Yeah.
Then no one in Discord's lighting up other than me.
Okay.
That sounded like a apartment fire alarm.
Twitch.tv/Ven. Oh boy. Well, they're watching us now, probably. Hello. Like
Like
we've
Jordan
done
said, you're going to be waiting there a while.
yeah. Well, welcome to shameless self promotion. Yes. That's how we recruit. We scoop up randos from Shell Shock games. Wub wub.
Ugh. Still there, huh?
I'm still here. Me. Ezio
Pedro?
Auditore.
You.
It's me, Pedro.
If you weren't here, I'd be concerned.
If you're not here, you're there.
Try that out
Isn't
for
here
size.
just there without a T?
See if that
But
did it.
would I be anywhere?
Well, you're going nowhere. Fast.
Too close to home.
Where?
Underwear.
Yeah, 20 people. The biggest streamers in all of Twitch.
I don't even know if that's true in the hashtag Linux category.
Is it
I
is it
need
just
to
Patrick?
say things. Is it just
it-
me? Because that would suck.
It's got the tablet.
Debugging.
Keep talking, Patrick.
Deep,
Yeah. We-
deep in thought, Vin. So deep in thought.
Somebody other than Patrick talk.
Okay.
Hello?
Nice.
Hello?
We need you to speak war and peace.
Like, I can just mute him. Then nobody have a problem, right?
Yeah. I mean, like all this time is being taken away from Shell Shock. All this time is being taken. Too much Jordan.
I don't know.
Get all of the Jordan.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, if you guys want to come hang out with us and play, you can. I'm just not going to have your audio up. It's already 11:28.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be a way around that. I can try this. Let's reconnect that.
Oh, shots fired.
What?
Oh, in the Shell Shock lobby.
Oh.
Ironically.
Yeah, pretty much. You can kick them if you want.
They're harmless.
All right.
We don't have the kick button.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Only you do.
I was going to leave the game. Watch that.
Yeah.
So what I need to tie down is... Well, I'm not going to have another chance to debug this until next week. It is troubleshooting. Okay, so that puts us on that. And what would be helpful is being able to monitor...
I mean, it would certainly be simpler if everyone was just going through Discord, but it wouldn't sound as good. So,
No.
hence the complexity.
Oh, man. Yeah, we'd sound like every other fucking bullshit podcast.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah.
Our content sucks, but our audio quality is amazing. That's our shtick.
So let me get an idea of guest is going out to Jordan Pedro guest, track 16 monitor bus. I don't think that's right. Track 16 monitor bus? Let's... That's not right. I don't think. Let's find out.
Hello, Shadow Glare.
Are you lady of the round table?
Now, what we got to put together is... Okay, we've pulled it off 16. I got to bus it over to the OBS bus, but I still got to feed it through the AFEX. I know. Live troubleshooting on air after a 4-hour show. Lovely.
Oh man, yeah. I'm honestly, the fact that you're still working on it is admirable. I would have given up by now.
Hey man, you know those feels.
Yeah, no, I've been
Right.
in your situation. It's just like,
Right.
no, fuck it. The solution is there. I just gotta.
You
do
just
it.
got to sit back. You got to do it, relax. And, you know, if you've been streaming for a decade like we have, you don't get upset. You just sit back and empathize. You're just like,
Yeah.
oh, no, I know those feels. It is fun.
So we use a self-hosted Jitsi Meet server. Ven's done a shit ton of customization on the codec usage, so we're like basically forcing the highest quality stuff at all time.
Yeah. Then we do live processing on everything else.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
So it sounds significantly better.
It sounds like something I'd be willing to stream and record as a podcast. I mean,
Shadow Glare, if you want to get into the
just
Discord
bang
through
Discord.
Twitch,
Bang Discord. It'll tell you
Bang
everything you need. It is horribly complicated.
but that's what good sounding audio costs, right?
Well, I mean, if you're going to do something, let's do it right. You got to set an example.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so I'm going to pipe OBS guest out.
And if you're a Twitch sub, you just have to sign into
Link
your
your-
Twitch account in Discord, and it will automatically plop you
Yes.
in here.
If it doesn't work, I'm sorry. We can't really do much about it. It's a Discord, Twitch.
It's
integration
between
problem.
Discord and Twitch. We have no control over that.
Okay, so I got 2 going out to... Wait, hang on. I think I just had it a radio... wait, no, I pulled that. Okay, all right. We're making progress. We're learning.
Yes.
Okay, so
And the
let's
best
take a
part
look at
is-
Pedro. I have Ox Jordan guest Pedro. And Ox Jordan guest... wait, do I have the OBS running? Yeah, OBS, monitor bus. Have they said anything?
I've said things. But then again, I am a weirdo, so...
It looks like they're trying to say things.
I heard
You
Mir.
can hear Mir. Yeah.
Oh, you got. Oh, I don't have them
Yeah.
on the monitor bus. That's why. Hang on.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. There we go. Maybe
Hi,
Yep.
you can hear me now.
we can hear Mir.
Goody. Come on, Pennywise. Say something. I know you.
Hi, hello, testing, stop, clinic,
Shalom,
gaming,
Manishma.
Sedogamu, Makoe.
Okay, I'm just going to.
Hello, hello.
I've exhausted my conversational Hebrew, so
All right. Now, so I've pulled out that. So we got Aphex Comp sending out to that, and you were sending to track 14 Aphex Comp. Do I have anything on 14? I do. 14 and 15, 8 and 9, which I have nothing going to. So
all right. I'm gonna jump back to the Twitch audio to see if Mr. Foxdog is just being a butt.
yeah, if you could just say some things in Discord, and I'll find out.
Okay. Same.
Apparently, we're waiting for Jordan to join Discord audio.
Okay. I'll slowly wait for him. Glory be to our Lord Proto.
Glory to our Arstotska.
Ooh, I'm sounding normal now, Mr. Alert. Yay! That's awesome. What about you, Pennywise? Are you sounding normal? Are you normal?
What? You said I'm
That's a
normal.
stretch.
Yeah, it all sounds fine. It all sounds fine. Let's just go.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
All right, we have established the correct routing.
Hooray!
See, look at that. That was easy peasy. Not a problem at all.
Kalu Kalay.
That was absolutely a problem. I'll figure it out. Hey,
Hey,
man.
Mr. Alert.
Listen, this is my first day using Linux, everyone, so. Cut me some slack, yo.
Listen, you'll put up like 5 Bitcoin if someone makes a GUI in the style of the Pro Tools thing, right?
LG, wait. Or ALG.
That was $5,000 in Bitcoin, which is like 0.1 of a Bitcoin.
Right? All right, so let's take another stab at this after games. Let's bring in game audio.
Oh my god, we might.
Oh, it was
actually
Ven
do it.
who had left. Okay.
Right. All right.
Yeah, I pieced out. Get ready,
all right.
everyone.
All right, we gotta rejoin the game. So I guess, Lady of the Round Table, you gotta go.
You're gonna have to find the new game.
Friend request one of us if you want to join. Otherwise, thanks for hanging out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fine. We got room for 6. There's Ellen.
There's 6.
Did we dare go to it?
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
Ready to rock and roll.
Let's rock.
Choose items. There's Foxy.
There's a Foxy.
All right.
Oh,
And there's one last slot.
So
free for all.
Lady of the Round Table, friend one of us real quick.
Listen, they can listen.
Yep.
Dude, they can get in or not. It doesn't.
Yep.
I'm not. We're not
All right.
wasting any more time, man.
Yeah, I know.
Wind, none. Yeah, let's start off with free for all.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
Let's do it. Do it to it. All right.
Pennywise, ready up.
Yar. Why does it always do that? I clicked ready and then it unready.
You only ready after Ven readies.
This will explain things.
Yes, this is the procedure of shell shock.
Ready.
Yep.
Might need to lower the amount of players to 7.
Fine.
And now we all ready up again.
Yeah. All right. Push the button, Frank.
Push
Hey,
the button.
there we go.
Push
There
the
we
button.
go. Now we can get into it.
Destroy your proponents.
All right.
Okay, let's do the portal shot. I don't know
I don't
where
want-
this is gonna land.
I don't want to do the portal shot. I'm not going to target Alan.
You know what? Why not? It's been a while since I've kicked ass.
And take names.
I'm going to fling a water balloon.
Atomic.
I have no idea what that's going to do.
Get any
but
ideas?
Down in a hole and I don't know.
I'm specifically not going for you because that would be the obvious one. Fucking hell.
All right. Splashy, splashy.
Ah.
Hi, Alan.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Ow.
Well,
That happened.
yeah, I did.
Alan, I'll call a truce.
Alright, yeah.
All right. It's over, Alan. I have the high ground.
Ow.
Yeah, right?
Let's see.
I'm just going to shoot at the hole in the flying spaghetti monster sort this out.
That. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, when in doubt. Ramen.
When-
Let's go.
Ow! Ow! Extra.
No! God damn it, bounce.
I'm so high right now, you guys.
Alright, let's see. Pum, 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 pum.
You know what? That'd be kind of fun. Let's see what that does.
Tank
Let's see,
meter.
reader.
Tank meter.
Goodbye, Atomic. Remember, you picked this fight.
Remember me.
Remember me.
At this point, I'm convinced if I could blow it out, you would still hover in the air.
Probably.
Yes.
I've known to operate under Looney Tunes logic.
I don't know. This one?
Putting unnecessary thought into this.
Yes! That was too hot. Too hot.
Spermies.
You know what?
Okay. Alright. Let's go with that.
Sure, why not?
Sometime he stab. It's like a ninja. They fly a lot. Sometimes they stab.
Sometimes they cling to walls.
Aw.
Oh,
Oh, what?
Hey, 70 damage with the pixel. I'll take it.
I mean, I don't have options here. When in doubt, chicken.
Flat out.
Bok bok. Oh, that's probably gonna kill us both. Yep. Bye-bye.
hey.
Oh, yeah.
And by that, I mean just me.
I'll take
I'm
it.
I didn't die.
Magic pixel of health. Hi, Foxy.
This is so disheartening. Can't you die better, Pedro?
'Cause I can't die dead
Let's
enough,
see.
and now I can kick fast.
I'm going to die now because I'm pretty sure Pennywise has been aiming for me this whole time.
Alan is your tank
I have
buddy in
not.
front of me. Let's see. Yeah, Pennywise is gonna. Yep, he's gonna
Yeah,
tank.
Pennywise is gonna murk me. Alan might murk me. Mr. Foxdog might be shooting for Jordan. Nope.
I did.
And I'm dead.
And ow.
Oh, gimme.
Ouch.
Thing. I'll take it.
Man, I have like no guns left. Everything fucking is terrible.
Hands akimbo, baby.
Yeah. You know what? I will go out as
In
best I can.
style.
Boing!
Bouncy ball.
Boing! Oh, so close.
It's God's real. He just doesn't like you.
Lady around table, any one of us on the screen, all the shit's the same.
Yeah, you can then just right-click join one of us from the overlay. So,
Well,
Well,
thank you, Alan.
I killed Ven, so I'll take that.
and now it's Mr. Alert's sliver of health versus Pennywise.
You can do it, Alan. I believe in you. You only need 1 hit point.
What I got? Okay.
Now, for those just tuning in, we're here to professional broadcasting for Shell Shock Live. I've been led to believe if Alan gets breathed on, he's dead.
Oh, God. Oh,
No, he picked up
I
some
got
armor.
Oh my god.
Right, you might forget, Alan's tank has a mana bar.
You might forget, Alan is just bullshit incarnate.
Scott's just gonna show up in lightning, frogs and guns, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the safety wizard, man. He's too powerful for any of us. Oh my
Spray and
god.
pray.
Look at that fucking beautiful arc. Like
right.
this is gonna be closer than it has any right to be just because it's Alan. This kid is too
Oh,
good.
here comes the music too, right?
Yeah, right? The fucking track apparently this is track 3? When I looked it up.
Ooh.
Oh. Fucking quantum singularity.
How the tables have turned.
Oh, man.
This is absolutely going to be one of those no one wins games, isn't it? Shell Shock is zero sum. The tie game? What the fuck is that? There's no such thing as a tie game.
Oh, look, it's the Spermy Boys.
Oh my god. See, look at
And
this shit.
goodbye.
Behold the power of the safety wizard, Mr. Allen.
Mr. Allen in the bloodstained sweater.
Jesus Christ. I got happy whistling music now.
Yes, I think that's Alan's win music.
Yeah, just fucking rub it in, why don't you?
No, that's just the game. That's just pure spite. Lovely.
Yeah. Okay.
I heard a tank upgrade. I'm gonna spend it poorly, probably. I got a water balloon.
Yeah, I used that on you. It was okay. It skips.
Was it everything you? What the? Ooh, oh hell yeah! Guess what we're
The
playing next?
sacrifice.
The sacrifice?
Left for Dead?
Yeah. So who's gonna be Bill? Who's the poor fucker who's gonna be in the middle there, just like, well, this is how I die.
What do we want? Where do we want it?
Time travel. When do we want it? Irrelevant.
Mode. That's a good one. Juggernaut?
Yeah, Juggernaut.
Why not?
Yeah.
No wind.
The wind.
All right. Do I have to? Oh, right. New map. Who dis?
The sacrifice.
Sacrifice. There we
I
go.
hope the Juggernaut ends up in the middle, otherwise it's gonna be real bad.
We're gonna hide, man. Just like lob some shit over the side.
Yeah.
Juggernaut is not in the middle.
Pedro
And
is
it's
in the middle.
Pennywise. I'm in the middle.
Alright, well, Pennywise.
It just takes some time.
The J knot.
Okay. Who's he shooting at?
Me?
No one. Okay.
Well,
Let's take a bite out of crime. Okay.
swing and a maybe.
Okay, so he's got the fucking black hole.
He's got the
son.
bullshit protection going.
Yeah, so I got a bank shot, whatever the fuck this is. You know what? I'm gonna
Let's try live.
all right. Let. Nope, that's not how that works. I didn't want to send the spermies into the hole. That's not
Hungry,
that's not
hungry
my plan.
hip holes.
Oh, Pennywise. Okay, then I guess Pennywise has time as the Juggernaut, so he can. Next round, you can join. Oh, good.
Love it. Love it.
Get fucked.
I don't know what that does. Let's find out what this does.
Time for balls.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hit up! Yay!
Oh
Yes.
my God. Well, it got through his shields.
We're not done yet, baby.
All right. Amazing.
It goes
Well,
down. It goes down like one.
goodbye,
You can't
friends.
shoot most everyone.
Goodbye, friends.
Bank it.
I must go now.
regular.
My
Yeah,
people
one.
need me. Oh, perfect. Thank you. How perfectly
That opens
lovely.
things up.
It certainly does.
I love how everybody's going against me for some unknown reason.
For
You're
some
the Juggernaut.
unknown reason. Yeah, just completely unknown. No one
Dude.
knows why.
You know what? I'm just saying. Maybe some people got a problem with System 76 employees.
Maybe. We got too many of those in the chat. That clown is on fire!
Ow.
Well, I'm glad I peed tank fire on you. I know you like it when I pee on you, Pennywise.
Every boy has a dream. What the hell? How did you miss?
I don't like it when you stick
Ow.
your balls in my face.
Ow! Ow!
Not without buying me dinner first.
I managed to hit 3 people with that.
Yeah. Moon! Moon!
Gonna throw you the moon.
Yeah, no, the moons, you're either like right up on the person or it's just.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Ooh, nice.
Alright.
Good zipper.
Yep.
Right. I have moons, but yeah, it's bitch.
Yeah, you don't have the moonshot.
No.
This isn't a cryptocurrency. You're not going to the moon. Oh,
Goodbye.
man, you're not going to the moon. You're just going to hell.
Yeah.
Remember, you're dealing with what Pedro. I mean, somebody that can take you out with a ricochet.
Yeah. All right. You know what?
I only did that once.
Cactus.
Hey,
V for Gibson flying.
everyone wants one till the first time you sit down. You're like, nope.
Ow, my leg. It hurts. Why?
You
Why?
cannot play a V sitting down. Doesn't
No.
work at all.
Well, no, Alexi Lejo has the technique where he has like his foot up and he like hooks it onto his foot.
I'm already dead.
Hey man,
No,
sometimes,
Pedro,
sometimes
you
they
need to
come
be
back.
more dead.
Did you watch Pet Cemetery?
They moved the graves, but they didn't move the bodies.
Wasn't that
All right.
Poltergeist?
Yeah.
Probably. It's the same. It's the same shit though.
Same movie. Different directors.
Oh, damn it. I thought that shanking was longer range. But it's not. It's short range.
Yep.
The shank is melee, yeah.
Yeah, you have to get right up next to him.
Yeah.
I did that on the first round.
And you live to tell the tale.
What is a BFG 1000?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's like 1/3 of the
remember.
BFG 3000.
What about
And-
the... Oh, right up the bum bum.
Up the clock.
Right up. Right up the bum bum.
right up the Glocker.
Alright. Let's see if I can map this. Damn it.
I mean, you mathed it perfectly. He was right in the center of the circle.
Yeah. God damn it. Damn you, math. Why is it now I'm good at trigonometry?
You don't need it.
when I'm not being graded on it.
And that was just friendly fire.
I'm just tempting fate now. Alright, hover ball. This is the one time I'm gonna fucking hit anything with hover ball. He got attacked with tubular bells.
Woohoo!
Come on, drone. Come on, Amazon drone delivery assassination. Bezos would do it too. You know it. You know it. I know it.
Sniper.
Listen, I got up right in his face. I took that bullet for
He
you.
had the straight sniper shot, yeah. He did.
Yeah. But you know what? He's only got 60 health left. Oh my god, look at all those balls. These bouncy balls.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah!
we did it.
Like a sturgeon, baby.
I didn't quite level up, but I got a bunch of tokens. Okay. I hit something with the moon, so I finally got XP for it. Amazing. All right. If you open up to 8 players, I think we got more players now.
Nah.
So if you want to join,
Yes,
Now
now's
is
the
your
time to
juncture.
join.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Ugh.
It's decidedly less epic.
Marksman. Ooh.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Let's shoot the teeny tiny little targets.
I want to get past the first shot.
You got the achievement of surviving 25 rounds. Heck, Jordan, right after he complained that he wasn't never going to get that achievement, he did.
All right. Well, it doesn't look like you'll be able to play with us this evening, but hey, thanks for trying.
I mean, if Pennywise has accepted your invite, you can just right-click on him and join game. That's usually how that goes.
Well, I mean, anybody can join the game.
Yeah.
Like, friends only doesn't work.
Just randos can just show up.
The Snackifice.
Hey, there-
Hey, we did it. Oh yes, butt update. By the way, my butt is fine.
Better luck next time.
Yeah.
Whatever attacks your butt.
No, I pulled it squatting. But on Friday, I did a 535-pound reverse banded squat for sets 3.
Sounds like some kinky ass thing shit. So you lifted something up, right?
Yeah.
All right. Right on.
Super kinky.
Okay. Do you think you're going to be able to swing this one, Pedro?
I think.
Mayhaps. All right. Lucky beginner's luck.
Well, I'm fucked.
Yeah. You had a good run. Look at the
No,
bright side.
you can shoot from inside it.
Okay. But it's gonna move.
That's no move.
What did you do to your butt? Did you stick something up it, Strider?
He lost
What? What?
Did you? Oh, okay.
You get free shots like that, Jordan.
I will take the pity fuck.
As does Atomic.
God damn it.
You know, sometimes God loves us and God hates us.
Man, my target's going to show up in another game.
And Mr. Alert.
Oh, yeah.
You only have to
This
go
is-
through 2 sets of portals and halfway across the map.
This is like super unfavorable for me, though. Or does that still count as still being inside? I don't know. What does the tank wiener count? Golf clap.
Gimme.
Okay, Pennywise.
Not me.
Good luck.
All right.
Good luck.
Do the bounce. Bounce on the bumper.
Can you map this?
Spray and pray.
Okay.
Mayhaps.
He did the bounce. He did the bounce.
He did the
What
monster
a-
bounce.
What a Pennywise.
You know what?
A G.
I can fuck this up, game. Watch me. Wait, can I move?
Yes.
Again, can still fuck this up.
Oh yeah. No. I've learned to never underestimate anyone's ability to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory.
What's a good one?
Stream.
Stream? Do I have stream? Fuck, no I don't. Moons?
Moon is a weird one.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
right.
that worked. Yeah.
Wow, Pedro. How lovely for you.
Yes, it is. I'll take the shot, I guess.
Okay, Foxy. This is doable. It is the pits.
Foxy's in the pit.
Well, once it was Pedro, now it's Foxy.
Yeah.
Everyone
gets
takes
to-
a turn, yeah.
Everyone takes a turn in the shame hole.
Yeah.
All
I think
right,
the
yeah.
game is being nice and giving everyone the free shots.
It wasn't giving Pennywise a free shot. That was like some needle threading bullshit.
Or, the Mr.
Or-
Alert
or-
also had the one with the multiple portals in between.
Or bullshit like this.
What?
Okay.
You got this, fam.
Okay. What do I have that's good for this? All right.
I don't know, just overthink it and panic click and do what I did. And you hit it.
Mortar shot. I'm terrible at those though.
You need a Hordor shot.
I do. Nope.
Ow, ow, ow.
Bonk. Boom.
I didn't want to overshot it, so I undercompensated. The moral of the story is get
No
fucked.
danger.
Yeah. I never claimed to be good at this game. The only- Strider, you didn't answer my question though. What happened to your butt? I gotta know. I'm at the edge of my butt. I think you do actually get points for like hitting other people though with the
Yes,
shot.
you got XP. I have 8 XP.
Okay. Fuck this game.
Oh, we're good. Oh.
Fuck.
Ooh. All right.
Ooh. Well,
Okay.
there's the French person Discord that I'm a part of that I might hear the story in. I don't know.
It's just one French person.
Strider has his own Discord.
Dude, it's all French people.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, that French people will do that to you.
What is the daily allowance? RDA of French people.
It's more of a weekly allowance.
Come on, lady of the round table. It's a line. How can you possibly miss?
Oh, yeah, no, we're, again, grossly overestimating the ability of the people here. If their names aren't Alan or Scott Michaud,
They're just showing off.
yeah. Yeah,
It's all fun and
Mr.
games unless Scott shows up.
Then it's Murder Scott. That's the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now you're just showing off.
Yeah. I'm so lucky.
Said no brag like humble brag. Yeah. Well done, Alan.
Was
You
that
did-
the boomerang? Yes, it was.
Just in case.
You know, I think it's a crime that Foxy isn't the one using the boomerang.
He tried that. See what happened to the poor boy?
Oh, yeah.
He did read
guess-
the instructions. Plus, I think the batteries were dead.
Rip.
It's only some light murder, Scott. Just a little murder off the top. It's fine.
It's just a little bit of murder.
You'll barely feel it. Well,
Bye.
I must go now.
Bat. All right.
I am protected.
You're so safe. You're the safety wizard.
You can just shoot through.
You can shoot through
Okay.
it. Now you
You can
can.
shoot
Through.
You just fucked yourself.
Now you can't.
hard.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you're inside, you can shoot through.
That was a self-imposed difficulty multiplier right there.
He's still gonna fucking do it.
All
He's still
right.
gonna
Well, let's see. I think I can figure this one out.
I don't know. I was hoping Pedro would get like one of those wild ass shots and wake Nori up again.
Nope. Oh.
Mayhaps. There it is.
Very
The
good.
spread, the spray, the prey.
Do a barrel throw. Through.
Eat a barrel.
Do a barrel.
Just eat an entire barrel.
High in fiber.
All right.
Or plastic, depending on what you're into.
Or maybe it's a metal barrel.
That'd be a keg, wouldn't it?
I thought kegs are wood, no?
No, beer keg.
They can be metal.
Yeah.
So close.
All right. Well, Lady of the Round
Newcomer,
Table
lady
takes
of the
it.
round table wins.
Listen. Here in Linux Gamecast, we take our pity fucks when we get them.
Right. So you know what? We'll play soccer and get out of here. How about that?
Sucker.
I got magnets.
Magnets. Who dares ready before I'm done?
I have magenta. I have upgrade. I have
Get a better
upgrade.
map.
Oop, God.
That's probably got enough RNG bullshit in it. All right, there we go.
Oh, so just roll the ball. Roll the ball down the hill.
That's
Roll
the
it,
idea,
roll
but
it,
I'm sure the
roll it,
game's
roll
going to
it.
be like, nah.
All right.
Last game of the night, everyone. Make it count. Team.
Oh, amazing.
Team us. All right.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna start working on some defense.
Bim, 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 bim.
Do I? I don't have any defense. Okay.
I can't move. Am I supposed to be able to can't move?
If you upgrade your traction, you can, but right now I don't think you can.
It's got like rocks all over me, man. I'm like, what the hell?
You gotta get your rocks off.
I prefer to keep my rocks on. Wow.
Boing. It's the weighted companion cube.
That'd be great if you could do damage to us, but
Oh,
there you are.
yeah. Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
Come on, physics.
Yes. I'll take it. Good enough for daddy. All right. If any of you have like a well, it's too late now, but if you have like a mountain builder or something, set up a hill in front of our goal. Woo!
Oh,
Yes.
Why, damn it?
Atomic,
Pass.
I know you
This-
think that's a good idea, but it's not.
Yeah, no, this is gonna this isn't gonna work in your favor. You think you know how this is gonna play out, but you're wrong.
Oh, let's see what the V can do. Alley-oop. Hey.
All that shit talking for nothing. Fuck this noise.
It got bio defenses, but we'll never let that happen again.
Yeah. What defenses?
Defenses that it jumped over. That didn't go the right direction. Fuck you, game.
Boing.
There we go.
Yes.
Ah, could have landed in the hole. Could have landed in the hole.
That's the right direction. Thank you. Thank you, Aaron Jesus. You cruel bitch.
Yes. Maybe.
No,
Yes.
Maybe yes.
Yes.
Team yes.
Yes. Yes.
Team maybe.
Yes.
Good bulging there, lady. Good bulging.
Team better than.
Oh, good form to compliment a lady on her bulging.
I mean, she did.
That's true.
Oh, it was a molehill. Never mind.
Don't want to make
Good
mountains out of
molehilling.
molehills. good molehill to you, madam. All right, let's see what
Nope,
this shit
nope,
does.
nope,
No.
Yes.
No.
Come on.
All right. It's nestled safely between the bosom of Ben and Jordan.
Lovely. I am going to attempt to apply maximum yeet to this thing if they don't.
You two share a bosom?
Yes. Well, currently we do.
The real bosom
Joint
brothers. Come on, down the hill.
Nope.
Thank
don't
you.
go down the hill. The hill's bad.
Yes.
Fall right
Stay-
in there.
yeah,
There we
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Pennywise.
All right, Pennywise, get out of the hole. Don't shoot while you're in the hole.
Fuck that hole up. I'm going to see what I can do for. Do I have anything that goes up? Fine. I'll go the other way. I want to make some things
Alright,
that go
maybe I'll
down.
try to do something over here.
What are you doing, Jordan?
I don't know. I'm weighing my options. I don't have good
Idle
ones.
tank wieners.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? That's a good idea. I'm gonna overcharge. What? Wait, what happened? What was
Alright.
accomplished?
You took down the defense that Lady of the Round Table had set up. That's what you did.
Okay, it's progress. Yeah.
No, not this way! God damn it!
Walk this way.
Much, yes.
Oh,
The
God.
physics are
No physics.
confusing.
All right.
I mean, they're gonna have to shoot it out of that hole, so hopefully it'll work in our favor.
Music notes. Take the wheel.
Oh, no. Maybe physics. No.
Back in the hole? No.
Have fun with that, kids.
Yeah.
Right. Do I have anything? No. So let's
Use your jetpack.
let's put a hole on their side. I guess. No.
Yes. Damn it. Why? Why? Pourquoi? All right.
I think the molehill goes towards the enemy.
Yes. Oh my God! It worked.
Skill.
Whatever it is we did, it worked.
All right. The team fondler is gonna do his kickoff. Yes.
Is he gonna get an atomic wedgie?
I don't know. He's probably falling asleep.
Hopefully, he's not driving a car while doing this.
I mean, do you want to bet completely against this?
No, and that's what scares me.
Hey.
No, not this way again.
No.
No.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. That's good.
No.
That's good. That's
No.
very good.
No. Boo earns.
You motherfuckers in your bullshit game of Plinko.
Yeah, this is some pachinko bullshit. Isn't this game brought to you by Konami? I don't know.
Canonical. God damn it. Aha.
Yes.
Yes,
God
damn
damn
it.
it.
No.
damn it.
God damn it.
All right. All right. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Why do you toy with my emotions like this? This is not fair.
Now, Alan and Ven share a bosom.
That accomplished a lot.
Yes. Fuck. This is an emotional roller coaster. Yes. No. No. Yes.
My emotions can't handle this.
All right. I'm gonna make some defense.
I'm gonna blindly shoot in their direction again and see what happens.
Go for it.
Yeah, that's how I roll.
I mean, you might as well, right? The
That's what
problem is
everyone's been doing.
when multiple people target the ball, it just becomes a shit show.
Come on in the hole now.
We're gonna take our ball and go home.
Okay.
That indent looks very suggestive.
Huh. I want to believe that there's like an elite pro league of this, where somebody can just like one shot that. I'm like, yeah, I got
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah. People who are good at trigonometry. Yeah, absolutely.
With
Like,
these
you could-
ball physics, I don't think so.
Listen, I'm sure with the TI-83 and some gumption, you can solve this game.
Yes, out of the hole. Let's go. That went a little too high.
No.
Yes.
Damn it! All right.
We gotta take
turn.
that hill. They have a hill in front of their goal. We have to take that shit down.
All right, I'm going to try to gently boop it.
All right, I'm going to try and do
Wait,
something.
you know what? I'm going to use the spiker for this. Bonk.
Fuck.
Bonk.
Bonk, 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 bonk,
Yeah,
bonk,
yeah.
bonk.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yes, bonk.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do some
So,
damage to.
Yeah, just like
that
wiki
hill.
attrition right quick.
Yeah, it's the bonk of truth. And what's great is if no one wins, we both lose.
Yeah. Oh, come on. No.
Yes. Come on, bullshit. Come on, spiky bullshit. Spiky bullshit.
Bouncy bounce.
Spiky bullshit.
Bounce. Yes. Okay, that's right.
You know what?
Spiky fucking bullshit. Last round, so
Boop.
No.
Yes. Yes. Oh shit.
No!
Where did that go?
it went to another dimension.
God damn.
That was the
Okay.
end. That was the end. It was a solid
Everyone
draw.
lost.
How do?
Defeat.
Cool. Very nice.
Everybody loses.
Yeah.
It's called a compromise. Oh, well, everyone, we did it. We did it.
Yep.
We did a thing. We've completed our stuff. One full stuff.
508 stuffs total.
Hey, we got to bounce. It's running a little bit late, but hey, thanks for showing up, hanging out, especially if you did the entire ride, man. Wow. That's impressive. It's tough enough doing it. I can imagine watching it.
Yeah, we're very impressive.
How are you still awake?
Hopefully we've been sufficient background noise, especially if you're listening to this after the fact, because, you know, it's always good to have some tech bullshit talking in the background. We're saying, doing it right now on Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. Why are you eating scrambled eggs at this hour? It's weird.
I always eat scrambled eggs in the afternoon. What are you talking
You'll get no such judgment from me. You eat your scrambled eggs whenever you feel like your scrambled eggs.
We're going to say our goodbyes in Discord. But thanks again for showing up. And I'll be back Tuesday with some fresh maps. If you want to become a filthy casual, come hang out with us. Trackmania channel in the Discord, where we're playing Retro Trackmania. That's right, Trackmania Stadium 2. Good times.
Yes.
See you next week.
about? Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
That's some